Welcome everyone to Fantasy Focused Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fantasy Focused Start Sit Live show for week 9. We got Levy, we got Bob, and I am your tri-host, Sky Guasco, ready to break down all of your week 9 start sit questions. We got key injuries to look at. Some big-time quarterbacks are either out on bye or questionable. We got big-time running backs, a CMC plan. What happened to Saquon? We'll be back with you on that as well. Wide receivers, tight ends, DSTs, and of course, we got about a 45-minute segment on Bob's streaming kickers. Make sure you stick through the entire show. A couple reminders here before we get going. We do get a lot of questions, literally hundreds of questions as we go through the show in the morning. So if we get behind a little bit, please let us know. No need to blow us up with the same question 5 times. I know you want to get it answered. We will get to all of them as quickly as possible. If you would like to jump the line, you're welcome to enter our super chat function here on YouTube. It could take $1, it could take $25, whatever you feel is a nice complimentary donation to what we're doing. Bob will break down where that money actually goes. You can jump the line and we will get to your question right away if you are a super chat function. If you're on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, and you would like to get into the super chat, but you don't have a YouTube account, you can do that via our Venmo. That's TCK Pod on Venmo, at TCK POD on Venmo. Send us your question, send us a nice complimentary donation, and we will get to you as soon as possible. Once again, we got Captain Buck out for the morning shift. He's on a football game, so he will be back in just a little bit, and he'll be in for the morning shift. We got Jay Della joining us here in the late hour. He's been off on his bye week, but he will be coming back this week as well. Very excited. Levy back on the West Coast with Bob and I. How does 7:15 feel for you, brother?
Dude, I'll tell you what, it feels good when you get a little bit of this hotel coffee in you. You know, I got some sink water in the coffee machine. I got some
nice.
powder creamer, feeling good. Maybe a little bit of PEDs in the system. Bucks on a bye week. Feeling great. Ready to roll. I'm a little nervous about CMC, a little nervous about Kyler. We'll see what happens, but I am pumped up for this week. Bob, how you doing, buddy?
Me personally, I'm ready to rock and roll. I had the best week of fantasy probably in the last 5 years. Last week, every game I was on the brink. I'm like on the brink of losing, and I won by like a combined 3 to 4 points in like 6 leagues. And I'm just like, I'm on Monday night, just sitting there. And I look calm on the outside, but there's like a little hamster just tripping over a wheel inside of me, just explosions everywhere. But I survived, and now I'm in the hunt. I'm in the 6 range of pretty much every league. I think I'm going to be good. I get CMC back in a couple leagues today, maybe. I'm just feeling it. Let's do this. Let's talk about some start sits and kickers. And by the way, Ryan and Sky, before we get started, I am disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Michael Badgley gave us just a quality 9 points. The guy should have had 15 at least because they went for 4th down twice. But Michael Badgley gave us a solid 9. I'm going into the weekend 9 points for my kicker. I give you K1 kickers and you don't listen, and I feel a little slighted, so I'm upset.
I went Michael Badgley in a number of leagues, picked him off the waivers, and I went on the Thursday night DFS, Bob, but I was a little disappointed he didn't put up about 26 for me because there was quite a bit of hype. So we'll see what happens today. Of course, we got people coming in. Fragger already in, Dio, Sea-Dog. We got Beach, we got Baby, all folks ready to go here. So once again, welcome into the Sunday morning week 9 Fantasy Focused / TCK listener showcase here for the starts and sits. Levy, I'm going to have you take over here. Let's get it, boys.
Let's get into it. Bob, I got to tell you just real quick, you've revitalized my love for kickers in fantasy football. I don't know what it is, man, but I've been a pro, like get rid of kicker and defense for the last several years. I'm back. I'm fully into the kickers now.
Love it.
I look forward to picking up kickers. I look forward to asking you every week who I should be starting. I don't even make my own decisions.
I love it.
Hand it over to you, Bob.
When you start getting double digits from kickers pretty much every week, you get the love again. You're like, I kind of like this. This is fun. You know, it's a different making position.
It's fun. It's fun
Question.
to scrape the wire.
Question, because it is a popular take. Would you rather get rid of the position entirely, tight end, kicker, or defense? You have to get rid of one of them. What would you rather get rid of?
I mean, probably kicker. I mean, yeah, being realistic. But yeah,
I'd really get rid of DST. I feel like kicker is so much better to predict, and DST is.
Right.
I mean,
DST scoring is broken. That's the problem, right? So like, there's certain sites that like, if the team gets like at the 400 yards, you lose like 8 points. Like just because a team gets 400 yards of offense, but if they score 10 points, they shouldn't be losing a bunch of points. So I think DST standard scoring is broken. There should be more emphasis on like forced fumbles, tackles for loss. Like if there was more of a general, like good, solid team defense scoring, I would be all in on it. But it's just the fact that they basically use yardage and points for the most part. And that's not really a great reflection on what fantasy scoring should be about.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's get into it, boys.
It's
Fragger joining early as always. He's been waiting patiently. He's got a tough question to kick us off. He needs 2 in a full PPR. CMC. I love that he calls him Darnell Henderson every week. Joe Mixon, Cordarrelle Patterson, Keenan Allen, and Deebo Samuel. Bob, we need 2 of those 5.
Yeah, I think you go in CMC, and I don't think it's really close on that one. When it comes down to it, I think it's in between. I got to pull it up because I don't know off the top of my head which one I would pick, to be honest with you. But it's going to be Joe Mixon, and it's going to probably be between Joe Mixon and Henderson. And yeah, I'm going to go Henderson. I just think at home, playing against the Tennessee Titans, I'm going to go Henderson and CMC.
CMC and Henderson as well. Any concern, guys? We're going to get 100 plus CMC questions this morning, and we're going to be like, play CMC because he's CMC and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to ask off the bat so we're on the same page here. Any concern of the Bill effect? Maybe PJ Walker or a beat-up Sam Darnold, doesn't matter. He's going to take away the number 1 option. Maybe that's DJ Moore, but it's probably Christian McCaffrey. If he plays, he's still McCaffrey, but he might get a 14-point week on his first week back versus 30, which we're all predicting. Any concern there right off the bat? Levy, we'll go to you first.
Oh, man, it's a concern for me for sure. If I've got these options, I'll tell you what. Right off the bat, I'm going Henderson and Mixon. Like, I will bench CMC right now. So, I mean, with this loaded roster, I am okay sitting CMC another week. Give him another week to ease into my lineup. You know, I'm not going to rush to potentially get an 8-point performance.
Based on that response, you can tell who has a lot of Hubbard and who has a lot of CMC based on her responses. Like, get him in the lineup. You full panic. I hear you.
All right. Well,
I think Sky, I'm going to pivot for a second. I think for these questions, we should have a third option. If you pick CMC, like Henderson and CMC, let me also say you should probably put in a third guy if CMC's out. I think let's preface that until 8:30, until we know. Good thing he's playing at 10. But for the next hour, let's at least, if we say CMC and another guy, let's pick an extra guy just in case CMC has decided to be out this week. And that being said, of course, I think I'd just go Joe Mixon. I think it's pretty easy for me. I think it's CMC, Henderson, and then Mixon plugs in if he's out.
Okay, I'll go Henderson, CMC, Henderson, and Keenan Allen for me personally.
Yeah. Love it. All right, pick one defense. Sky, you're up first on this one. Pats versus the Panthers, Panthers versus the Pats, Denver versus the Cowboys, Chiefs versus Green Bay, or Raiders versus the Giants. Who you got?
I almost want to go Raiders versus Giants, like in DFS, because they're like the low-level streamer, and Daniel Jones with no weapons is going to be hurting. But for season long, I'm going to go Pats versus Panthers, even if CMC's back. The Patriots have been rolling right now. And again, with PJ Walker, kind of CMC, DJ Moore maybe getting shut down. Robbie Anderson hasn't done anything since week 1. I just believe in Bill here. I think I'm going to go Patriots.
Patriots as well for me.
Yeah, let's go clean sweep on that one. Feel pretty good about that. What's up, Dio? Good morning. Thanks for tuning in as always, buddy. Bob, we got a tight end question for you. Are we going Arnold or Ingram full PPR?
It's Arnold. Galladay's back this week. So the Giants do have something going on. They have Slayton, they have Galladay, they have Tony in the slot. Ingram has been so bad. He's been touchdown dependent. If he gets you a touchdown, he still gets you like 9 points, which is crazy. So I'm going to go Arnold, who was he ran the second most routes, saw 8 targets last week. I know he's playing Buffalo, but at the same time, give me the guy that's getting volume. And I think, with the Tre'Davious White on the outside, I think Arnold's going to get some, 5 or 6 catches today.
Arnold for me as well, Dio. And one more here, Sky. Who you got, Baker or T-Law?
Baker Mayfield. Can't trust Trevor Lawrence yet. No weapons. I like the Browns-Bengals for a low-key shootout here today.
Baker.
I will also go with Baker. And Sea Dog wants to know Freiermuth, Jared Cook, or Arnold. Love to see Freiermuth get in the end zone last week, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Who you got, Bob?
It's Freiermuth. Eric Ebron's out this week again. And Chicago's not an intimidating matchup for tight end. So I'm going to go Pat Freiermuth.
Pat Freiermuth for me too. But I do think Jared Cook scores today. Philadelphia just hasn't been very good against tight ends in general. Dan Arnold, again, a volume play, but I don't like the offense overall. So we'll go Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, I'm going Freiermuth as well. And Dried Ocean, I was going to say, I personally would prefer Freiermuth over Arnold or Ingram if he's available. I feel like he probably is available. So just some food for thought there. Think about it. Also, I have Kyler and Tua. If Kyler does play, should I still start Tua over him? Sky, what do you think?
Yikes. No. And I know this is going to be tough. CMC and Kyler are going to dominate this thread today. So I think Tua's ceiling is Kyler's floor, even with somewhat of an ankle injury. So I'll take Kyler with the upside. My Niners can't stop anybody. I'll take Kyler Murray.
Well, I don't think Kyler's playing today. From what I've
If he doesn't play, then it's easy.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing, too, is no DeAndre Hopkins, no A.J. Green. They're both out today. So that means he's going to be playing with some, lesser talent around him on top of his ankle injury. So I'm going to lean Tua and Hughes versus Houston. I think that game's going to be fun. I think Tyrod versus Tua. Who would have thought week 9, that's going to be the most exciting matchup of the week?
Is Hopkins confirmed out already? I know we've got our update coming in a few minutes here.
No, he's not confirmed out, but I just saw a notification saying that it looks like they're planning to play without them. He was DNP on Friday too, so I don't think it's likely.
Right.
Just a heads up, everybody. At 7:30 West Coast time. We're on the West Coast. At 10:30 Eastern time, we're gonna have a full breakdown of the updated injuries and so we'll get to some of that stuff right away.
All right, cool. Come here now, Beach on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in as always, buddy. Giving us some beanie compliments, Sky. Love it.
Respect.
I've already asked Bob, but what does the rest of the fam think here? Devonte Booker or Elijah Mitchell? Sky, who you got?
Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm going Mitchell for sure. That's my guy. I love me some Elijah Mitchell. Bob, what was your answer? I'm curious.
It was Mitchell. Yeah.
Okay. Great to hear. We're on the same page here. We're rolling. Let's go. One more question from Dio. If Beasley is out, is it too cute to start Gabe Davis over Moss? Full PPR.
Yep. Way too cute.
Yeah.
I'm going Moss.
Sky.
Yeah. I'll throw out a too cute, but not way too cute. I just think the Bills probably run it up here today though, and Moss will get in. So I would go Moss.
Yeah, I'm going Moss as well. Good luck, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Morning from North Carolina from Bavy on Twitch. Gordon or Mitchell? What do we got, Sky?
God. How you feeling, Bob? You getting the tingle? I'm gonna let the suspense build for Bob up here in the corner. He's about to pop. I'm gonna go Mitchell still. I can't go for Gordon, period. 2 touchdowns, not good enough for me. I'll go with Mitchell.
Gordon's going to be like a top 12 quarter running back rest of season or something.
Not interested.
You'll still hate him.
Not interested.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I think it's still Mitchell, in my opinion. I think the game flow should be better today. Listen, the San Francisco 49ers are getting healthy. I mean, Ayuk's looking better. George Kittle should be back today. This offense should be all right.
Jeff Wilson probably getting some snaps today.
Yeah, and if you think and Colt McCoy, listen, I think Colt McCoy is a serviceable backup, but at least that will keep them in the game, and that means Elijah Mitchell's going to get another 15 to 20 carries. I'm leaning Mitchell.
Yeah, I hope he got a nice cortisone shot in the old rib cage this morning.
Where in North Carolina, baby? Where in North Carolina? Love North Carolina. Raleigh. Raleigh, Wilmington, beautiful. Asheville. Love it.
Great state. Yeah, you know what? I say this every week, but it's never Gordon for me. Never Gordon, and the guy's going to burn me too. So I'm going Mitchell.
Nuts. Honestly, I think my funny thing about Gordon and Amari Cooper, the two guys that I think who are producing that you could probably get cheap in a trade because no one likes them, but they keep producing and it makes no sense.
Oh, man. All right. Adam, the original Adam of YouTube, wants to know James Conner or McNichols in a PPR, Bob. Who you got?
Yeah, it's going to be McNichols in a full PPR. I think we saw James Conner's floor. Plus, if Kyler Murray's out, I am not going to start the 1B back in that Colt McCoy offense. So I'm going to go McNichols here.
I am too. I think James Conner scores, but there's kind of mixed reviews out of Titans camp on who they want to roll with today. AP, who actually apparently looks very good. They signed him right away. That's a good sign. And McNichols, but McNichols knows the playbook and things. I think he'll be in more often in a tight game script. So I'm going to go McNichols as well.
Oh man, I know you guys know the deeper rosters than I do. This is the same McNichols that was a former 5th round pick of the Buccaneers that was cut, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't believe in this player, and there's just no way I'm going to pick him over anybody. So I'm going to go James Conner. I know it's not sexy, but I agree. He probably finds the end zone. You know, he's going to ho-hum his way to 60 yards and a touchdown. So I'm going to go with James Conner. I'm just not a McNichols guy. That's all.
McNichols is no Warwick Dunn, but I think he'll get it done today.
Dude, you're pulling at my heartstrings. That's my favorite running back of all time right there.
Me too. Also, probably other than Larry Fitzgerald, maybe the best individual human being to ever play
yes.
in the NFL.
He's still doing things in the community.
Dude, Warwick Dunn's a hero. I got his jersey too. Go ahead.
I love it. You know my second favorite Noel of all time? Anquan Bolden. That's my guy.
Nice. Wow. Mine is Janikowski. It's easy.
Oh, that's another good one, man. All right. Willie Jenkins. Good morning, buddy. Full PPR.
Peter Warwick. Sorry.
Another great one. Pick 1, wide receiver, and 1 flex. Agnew, Elijah Mitchell, Rondale Moore. First sighting of Rondale today. Peoples-Jones or Darnell Mooney. Sky, we need 1 receiver and 1 flex in a PPR.
Man, I don't think this is going to be popular, but I have a sneaky suspicion the Browns get lit today without Odell Beckham here. I'm going to go Elijah Mitchell easy over Agnew, who I did start over Allen Robinson last week, and it worked out. But Elijah Mitchell, I'm going to go with DPJ here. I think Baker has a good game. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. And without Odell around, I think DPJ is going to be that guy deep. I want it to be Darnell Mooney, but until we see it, I don't believe it. So I'm going to take Mitchell and DPJ.
What you got, Bob?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So just so it's Mitchell's easy for me. That's it, flex. The wide receiver is just like, listen, Rondale Moore, in my opinion, is probably the best. If there's no DeAndre Hopkins today and no AJ Green, I think Moore is going to get you probably like 5 catches. But I think I know this is a bad take, but it's going to be Jamal Agnew for me because the Buffalo Bills are more susceptible in the slot. And they are going to be down probably 2 to 3 touchdowns in this game. And Lawrence is going to dump it down to his little slot receiver, and he's going to get you 5 for 50, and it's going to be better than what you get from Mooney, DPJ. So I'm going to go Agnew in my wide receiver spot, and I'm going to go Elijah Mitchell at running back.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Mitchell in the flex. I guess with DPJ, it makes me a little nervous. He's got a groin going on there, right? That makes me somewhat nervous.
Yeah.
So it's between Moore and Agnew for me. And in an effort to not screw this up and make it difficult on you, Will, I'm going to go with Agnew. I'm going to go with Bob. There we go. Let's go.
Crowd goes wild.
Andriotti, what's up, buddy? Tony Patterson or Cooks for the flex in a PPR league. Bob, who you got?
Tony Patterson or Cooks? Brandon Cooks. Oh, yeah, it's Brandon Cooks. I mean, the Miami secondary has been getting lit up lately. I know Howard and Jones are good. For some reason, they're just not playing well. So I'm going to go Brandon Cooks.
I think a bigger part of it is they're just not playing. They were both out for a couple of weeks, and now they're kind of like back and forth. They're not playing well. I agree. Devonte Parker out again. Jalen Waddle in the slot. Brandon Cooks, I think, is going to be able to fire it up a little bit when this is a shootout. So I'll go with Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I'm going Cooks as well in this. I mean, I love me some Patterson, but I just like the matchup for Cooks today. Sky, Andriotti also wants to know Marquise Brown or T. Higgins.
Yeah. I mean, the crowd vote here wants me to go T. Higgins, but unfortunately, I've got him 4 spots lower than Marquise Brown. Look, any other week, I'd probably go T. Higgins just out of spite because I'm not a big Hollywood guy. But off of bye weeks under Harbaugh, the Ravens for 20 years are just absolutely phenomenal. They're at home against Minnesota, secondary that can get beat. I think they're going to have to keep up with Cousins one way or another. So I'm going to go Hollywood here. But T. Higgy, let's not forget, Chase is the hype, but T. Higgy leading in targets and yardage here. So I think he has a nice game, but I'm going to go with Marquise Brown in this one.
Marquise Brown. No Patrick Peterson for the Vikings. They got torched by Lamb and Cooper last week with Cooper Rush. The Ginger King is back, baby. No Andy Dalton for the Gingers. We get Cooper Rush for a week. It was a great teaser for us fellow Gingers. I am going to go with Marquise Brown here.
Bob.
Yeah, Hollywood for me too.
Bob, can I ask I guess it'd be a favor.
If you ask me if the carpet matches the drapes, that is a very inappropriate question for today, Sky, and I hope you withhold that.
Dude, we're gonna get flagged again. We need to keep that shit down. Jeez.
I know, you're right.
What I was going to say, while the kids are still on here early in the morning before cartoons,
right.
I was going to say a favor would be, can you go around the NFL, find some ginger people, and maybe make a holiday batch of gingerbread people throughout the NFL, theme them, jersey, maybe a coach's whistle, Jason Garrett. I mean, like, whoever you got, Cooper Rush, get us a couple gingerbread people throughout the NFL, a little theme for the show.
Yeah, I'm going to say a hard no to that. But what I will do is promote our first super chat of the day, which I'm super excited about, coming from Scott. How about no, Scott? But in this case, how about yes, Scott? Thanks for joining us once again, Scott. Good to see you. Morning, gents. Standard League flex spot. Khalil Herbert or Renfro? Ryan, you first.
Man, why is this a tough question? Because my gut immediately wants to go with Khalil Herbert because he's looked good, and I'm assuming Montgomery's going to be on a snap count on Monday Night Football. Tough matchup though, believe it or not. It's a standard league.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I'm going Herbert. If this was PPR, I'm going Renfro, but standard, I am going with Herbert. Good luck, Scott. Thank you for the support.
Scott?
Yeah, I agree. I was just trying to look up here. Hunter Renfrow, 2 touchdowns on the season. His highest game yardage-wise is 77 yards, but he's only surpassed 70 yards twice this year. Everything else about 30, 40, 50. That's not going to get it done because the catches don't matter in a standard league. So very tough spot here with Herbert going against the Steelers, but I'll take the running back in standard.
All right. Listen, before we jump back into Ryan's questions and going through your questions, let's take a quick break. We're going to take a break. I'm going to talk a little bit about notable injuries. It's important. And I just see a couple questions. Noah Fant just popped up right now. And I actually did a rundown, and it's extensive. So we're going to do a quick notable injuries of the week for this, guys. I'm going to run this as quickly as possible. Dawson Knox, once again, out for Jacksonville. That's been big news for Cole Beasley. He's been very successful with Dawson Knox out. Tommy Sweeney is like the latest dart throw. If you need a tight end, if you are the TJ Hawkinson owner, you were not able to get Pat Freiermuth or Albert O or Jordan Akins, Tommy Sweeney is an option for you. Eric Ebron is out again on Monday Night Football. It looks like it's going to be Pat Freiermuth once again. Get him in your lineups. Odell Beckham officially released. I personally think that's going to be big news for Jarvis Landry. High target counts for him. Deshaun Jackson also gone. Waived by the Rams. Of course, that's big news for Van Jefferson, who's now a full-time player. And I think he's a solid wide receiver 3 this week. Julio Jones, the return of the prodigal son. It looks like he's going to be back this week against the Rams in a game where no Derrick Henry playing against a high-powered Rams offense. Julio Jones, I know he hasn't finished the game in a while, but I think he's a solid wide receiver 3 in this matchup. Noah Fant, officially out. Albert O, I wouldn't even try to say his last name because I'll butcher it. And next thing you know, Sky's trying to pronounce it. It's just going to be a rock bottom. We're going to hit rock bottom on Fantasy Focus YouTube channel, so we're not going to do that. Albert O is a solid play this week against the Dallas Cowboys. Blake Jarwin is out. Dalton Schultz does have a tough matchup against the Denver Broncos, but Dalton Schultz will now be a full-time player. That's big news. This guy's been good as a 70-30, 75-25 split guy. I think Dalton Schultz is now back in your line. It's a low tight end 1. Patrick Peterson out against Baltimore. This has been big news for the outside receivers, Marquise Brown. But what's going to happen today? Sammy Watkins, who should be back today, along with Rashad Bateman, who's dealing with a knee injury. We'll find out what at this 8:30 inactives. Latavius Murray out against Minnesota. Why even bother with those running backs? I wouldn't. Pharaoh Brown out again. Doesn't sound like a big name, but listen, Jordan Akins was our DFS dart throw last week. He ended up coming through for 5 for 50. Not too bad for a guy that cost $2,800 on DK, which is like, listen, we're going bargain bin shopping here, folks. But he is out again. That means Jordan Akins could be a solid flyer in this matchup. Malcolm Brown, Devonte Parker both out. Mike Gesicki, I think, is a slam dunk today. He led the team in routes last week, but he only had 4 targets with Parker back, but with Parker out. Great. Myles Gaskin, too. Great RB2 against Houston. Kenny G, the return of my boy Kenny G in my background against the Rams. Listen, Darius Williams will also be back for the Rams today. That might kick Ramsey back to the slot. We don't want to speculate, of course, but Kenny G being back is big news for that passing game. Sammy Watkins returning. Does that kick Marquise Brown to the slot? We're going to find out a lot of fun stuff there. I'm going to be Googling slot usage for Marquise Brown at like 8 p.m. tonight. Can't wait. Chargers, 2 down, 2 cornerbacks today. If you're a Jalen Hurts and if you want to find a positive vibe for him, They're down both outside corners. That makes Devonta Smith. I don't like to bank on injuries for these guys, but Smith is now a more reasonable wide receiver 3/4 in this matchup because they're down both boundary corners in this game for the Chargers. Green and Hopkins are both potentially going to be out this week versus San Francisco. I like Christian Kirk a lot in this game. Colt McCoy, even if he plays, he leans on his tight ends in his history. He's had great games with Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis for the Washington football team. So I do like Zach Ertz. Why? Because the 49ers are going to be down both starting safeties today. What does that mean? That means Zach Ertz is going to be facing backup safeties for most part of the day. But I also like Christian Kirk in that matchup as well. Darius Williams, we just brought up, he's back. That's going to help that Rams secondary. Devon Miller might not play today. So he's on the Rams. We don't know if he's going to play. It sounds like he's doubtful. Rodney Hudson, we don't like to talk about a lot of offensive linemen, but this guy's a linchpin in that ground game. Good news overall for that offense that he's healthy. He's back. Bryce Callahan, slot cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys versus the Dallas Cowboys. You know, Cedric Wilson had back-to-back good weeks. Could have a good matchup this week against a backup cornerback. If you're looking for a desperation wide receiver 4, Cedric Wilson's on that radar with Bryce Callahan out. Terrace Marshall is back this week versus New England. That's good news. Listen, New England is down their slot corner, Jonathan Jones, but Terrace Marshall hasn't really done much this week. But if you're looking for a dart throw guy, you're missing Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Terrace Marshall's back. CMC versus New England. Is he going to be back? Is he not? We're excited. We're just really geared up to go. James Robinson looking out today. Carlos Hyde, listen, is not a sexy pick. We're not excited about it, but he ran 36 routes last week. He played basically a full-time role. He's going to get volume. He'll get you that beautiful 8 to 10 points, which you all love. And then Taysom Hill will be back this week, but it looks like Trevor Siemian's going to start. So I don't know what to tell you on that for this. Okay, folks, that's all the injuries. A lot of injury notable stuff there. A lot of information. We'll make sure to drop this stuff in. Before we move back to the questions, guys, just want to send out a reminder that today's show is brought to you by Good Sports. Good Sports is a charity organization that donates equipment to underprivileged communities to allow kids to play sports. So 10% of every donation you make today goes to this organization. They have provided 27,000 kits and served over 500,000 children in the United States already. We donated. We're excited to announce that we have donated already. We donated $100 yesterday to Good Sports for the month of October. That's very exciting. Thanks to you guys, we were able to donate that $100. So we appreciate all the love you've been support. So back to you, Ryan.
Go get some oxygen, Bob. Great job. Feeling hyped. Love it, man. I was just building some DFS lineups while you were saying that.
Good thing. Yeah, Jordan Akins all over that. Zach Ertz, Jordan Akins, nailed it. Well done.
Love it.
We got a super. Sorry. No time to relax, folks. Sorry.
Rogelio, good morning.
Yeah, he actually did not submit a question, but he did underneath. So this is thank you. Appreciate you, bro. $2 donation. We love it. Awesome. We're excited next weekend. Make sure you join us before Thanksgiving. Let's just say we're going to be giving thanks to our followers. More to come there.
What?
Anyway, morning, guys. Sorry. Today I need one RB. He's just sorry. I'm sorry too, man. You know what? We forgive you. All right, today I need one RB. I got Khalil Herbert and Jeff Wilson. Don't think Wilson's going to play today. I need 2 wide receiver. I got Landry, DJ Moore, Bateman, Judy, and a tight end. He's got Waller and Conklin. Who should be my flex? So he needs 1 tight end, 1 flex, and 2 wide receivers. So Sky, a lot to unpack here. I think Herbert's in because Wilson's not going to play. But give us your thoughts.
Yeah, first of all, Rogelio looks like a 49ers fan, so well done there. Herbert, easy. Look, Rogelio, you and I and all 49ers faithful want Jeff Wilson to be a thing. It will be eventually, even if he gets a few snaps this week. Other than falling into the end zone, I don't see a big game, so don't do it yet. Khalil Herbert, easy at the running back. It comes down to 2 guys for me at wide receiver, Jarvis Landry or Rashad Bateman. If Rashad Bateman is healthy and plays, I am definitely playing Rashad Bateman. DJ Moore and Judy I will pass on this week. And easy peasy for me at tight end, assuming Waller's healthy enough to play. I will go with that. And then we need 1 more for the flex. So let's go Landry. So for me, the ideal lineup here would be Herbert, Landry, Bateman, and Waller.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm going to go Herbert for sure. Waller for sure. And then I'm going to go Landry and let's see. Who do I go with on the other? Man, I'm going to go DJ Moore. I don't love it, but I'm going DJ Moore as my second receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. I'm going to go Landry, DJ Moore, Bateman in the flex, and then Waller at tight end. And you got to go Herbert. I don't think Wilson's going to play. So I think that seems like we have a good consensus here. We got another one, folks. Another super chat from the local favorite. Nice try, 1996. It wouldn't be Sunday without nice try. We appreciate you, buddy. Good grief, Lockett, Gage. I don't know if that's a question because Lockett's on bye.
No, he's giving us shit for last week.
Oh, you're giving us shit for last week. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad, bro. But thank you, though. We appreciate it. Listen, if anybody was able to predict Lockett last week, well played. I mean, touche. Because, and by the way, Gage, I mean, geez, never Falcons receivers without Calvin Ridley at this point. Tajay Sharp. Ryan, I saw you picked him up in our league. Good for you, you bold SOB. All right, back
Dude,
to
I'm
you for
starting him. I am starting Tajay Sharp in our league.
I feel like we owe Nice Try some money back. He's been an incredible contributor here all season long, and everybody faded Lockett on 100 questions. He goes off, and Russell Gage we blow up, and he does nothing. Well done, Nice Try. Your check's in the mail.
No, it's not. You can't even say that. We've sent him like 8 packages. He doesn't even open them up. Listen, he's got like 8 things at his doorstep right now. He doesn't even care. Listen, we'll keep sending you stuff, but he doesn't care. He doesn't even want it. So we appreciate you, bro. We apologize. We'll do better next time.
Yes. And by the way, your Jamal Anderson mini helmet should be there on Tuesday. I did send it out. So appreciate the support. And I was having nightmares about Russell Gage. I'll never say Russell Gage ever again in my entire fantasy career. Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming here. We got another one, Bob?
No. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Dennis, thanks for joining. Half point PPR. Start 6. Yikes. Woo. 2 or 3 running backs, 3 or 4 wide receivers. CMC, Hubbard, Booker, Mitchell, Herbert, Devonte, AP, Woods, Moore, AJ Brown, Mike Williams, Judy. Half the team questionable, previously injured. So how do we dissect this here? We need 6 of all of these here. I'm going to need to get my pen and paper out for this one, boys. Sky, who you got?
Bob, was this by chance a question for you last night?
It was. No one,
Okay.
No one trusts me solo. When I'm solo, they always come back Sunday because they're like, this guy is like cracked out. My face is beat red by like the end of the show because I've been talking for an hour straight. So they're like, at this point, this guy has no oxygen in his head. I'm coming back Sunday, but appreciate you, Dennis. Double dipping on us. Touche, sir.
Yeah. Busted, Dennis. That's what that means. Busted. Okay, I'm gonna leave Bob to the kicker analysis for you, Dennis. I know we need to get that for you. But for here, I'm gonna go with a little bit of what Bob said last night. It's gonna be Panthers running back, hopefully CMC, but either way, Panthers running back, Mitchell, and if you need a third, let's go with Booker.
Yes, agree.
And then wide receivers. Let's see, you need 3 or 4 out of the 5. Okay, so Judy, I'm just not excited about. In this batch, AJ Brown's easy. Woods is easy this week. Mike Williams, I know, has been dreadful the last couple of weeks, but I'm okay firing him up as well. And then DJ Moore. So out of that group, I guess I would sit Judy in order. I would go Panthers, Booker, Mitchell, Woods, Moore, AJ Brown, and then Mike Williams if you need an extra.
Yeah, so I would go Panthers running back, Booker, Mitchell. So that's 3. And then I'm going Woods 4, AJ Brown 5, and Mike Williams 6.
Yeah, I'm out on Mike Williams. I'll probably do AJ Brown, Moore, Woods, Booker, CMC, Mitchell.
There we go. So we got 5 out of 6 matching.
Good for us. All right.
Love it.
Trust Bob is the kicker.
I love it. The kicker whisperer. Melvin Gordon or Boston Scott? Sky. Are we going to say Melvin Gordon on this one?
Dude, you guys are sick. This isn't even a question. I guarantee you this is literally just so I'll say Melvin Gordon.
Yes. It's actually my burner account. And I just submitted the question just so you could say it.
Dude, you guys know how much I love Melvin Gordon. This is an easy start from Melvin Gordon. Fire him up. By the way, Kenny Gainwell today, at least 30 fantasy points.
Probably.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So the good news is this in my matchup analysis for running backs, Philly's 4th best matchup on the week, Denver's 5th. So I like both these guys today. Actually, I'm starting them both in one league, and they're both going to score 6 points. Can't wait. I am going to go Melvin Gordon, slightly ahead of Boston Scott.
Yeah, I'm going Melvin Gordon as well. Good luck, buddy. And yeah, I say I'd never say it, but there you go. I will start Melvin Gordon over Boston Scott.
Nice.
Especially in a standard format. Pick 2 in a PPR for Alex Santos, Christian McCaffrey, Devonte Booker, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, George Kittle sighting. Who we got, Bob? Me too.
Yeah, CMC is in.
Or
And then I'm going to go Booker. But if CMC's out, I'll go Booker and Higgins.
yeah, unfortunately, as much as I want my boy Kittle in so badly, I'm not going to trust him this particular week. Again, Judy, I've been saying I'm out, which again, Judy's probably this week's Tyler Lockett, which is going to be horrible. CMC, but again, if he's out, Booker and Higgins as well.
Same for me. Clean sweep. Good luck, Alex. Thanks for tuning in.
Good luck, Alex.
TS, Flex, Julio, Kittle, Manny Sanders sighting, Melvin Gordon again in PPR. Sky, who you got in the Flex?
I like this one. This is a legitimate flex question, and I'm really sad to see Julio and Kittle down in here, but that's where they're at right now. Pick just one. Julio's good to go. I know the return of the prodigal son. I heard that. If Julio's 100%, I think I'm going to go with Julio. I know it's a pain in the ass. He may only play 12 snaps, but in this group, I'm going to go with Julio Jones.
Bob.
This makes me sad. Yeah, I'm gonna go Julio as well, and it's just game flow. If I'm gonna project, the Rams are gonna put up points. They're gonna have to throw. It's gonna be Julio. He's gonna play like 20% of the snaps, and he's gonna get 1 for 17. I hate talking about Julio Jones because he's so good, and he just can't finish a game anymore. It just drives me crazy. But take the upside. Go Julio here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Julio as well. I am starting Kittle in a few leagues just out of pure necessity. So, but I'm going Julio. I believe in him more this week.
So, Levy, you're saying you are starting George Kittle over guys like Jordan Akins instead? What are you thinking?
Absolutely, I am.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, it's your funeral, guys.
Exactly.
All right, Tyler wants to know. Good morning to you as well. Sit one, PPR, Mixon, Thielen, Mike Williams.
It's going to be Deontay.
Deontay, yeah. It's Mike Williams for me, easy.
There you go.
Mike Williams.
Same. I had to think about that. You could see my brain was in a pretzel for a second.
Now, if that's Duke Johnson, I would sit Duke Johnson.
Yeah, there you go.
It's great. Great insight.
Nosotros papaya. I love it. Twitch. If Robinson is out, do I use Carlos Hyde or my only other option, Derek Gore? Both hard to trust. Bob, what are your thoughts on Derek Gore?
Yeah, 11 carries last week, scored a touchdown, looks solid on the ground, but I think Carlos Hyde is just going to offer you much more volume. And I think in that case, listen, Darrell Williams was still heavily involved in that game. So I think it's going to be, in my opinion, I'm still going to go Carlos Hyde. If Robinson's out, he's a complete workhorse. So I'm going to go Hyde.
Oof. That's tough. I was just trying to get the updated questionable game time decision. Yeah, this is tough. I don't mind the Carlos Hyde call with volume and stuff, but playing the Bills, man, it's just is not a good look. Derek Gore against the Packers, I think that's going to be a nice game there. So I'm actually going to stay in the flames with Derek Gore. I didn't go crazy on the waivers like a lot of people did with him at all, but he did get work, and he was very efficient, so I'll take that.
Yeah, Andy Reid had good things to say about him too. Man, I'm gonna go Derek Gore. Believe it or not, I just I don't know. I'm not feeling it with Hyde, but good luck to you. Brooke wants to know, full PPR, should I start T. Higgy or Jarvis Landry? Sky, you going Higgins? Yes. All right.
T. Higgy, baby.
I'm going Landry.
I'm actually going Landry as well. Let's go, Bob.
Take it down. Suck it, Sky.
See, I'll take the like 9 targets for 7 receptions and 70 yards, which they'll both have, but then Higgins scores.
Wow.
Fair.
Calling the shot.
All right. Bars in the tuck. Good morning. I need 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Bateman, Osborne, Robbie Anderson, Darrell Williams, Hyde, Jordan Howard, full PPR. We're digging deep here. Digging for diamonds, Bob. Who you got?
Why do people not like Darrell Williams so much?
Love him.
I feel like he's been so good.
Love him.
Yeah, I think that's a lock. And then it's Bateman for me. I think that's the only receiver on here that I kind of trust. So I'm going to go Bateman.
Considering Jordan Howard might be off the team in like 3 hours just because, I'm going to fade him. Osborne, good for maybe a game-winning catch, but I can't count on that. Robbie can't catch anything. I'm scared to hide. So it's Williams and Bateman for me, easy as well. I will say, though, if Bateman is a scratch, then oh, God. Give me Robbie Anderson because I think Bill tries to take away DJ Moore.
Oh, Robbie. Oh, Robbie. What a bummer.
Pick up Cedric Wilson if Bateman's out.
Nice. Good call there.
Yeah, I'll go with the same two. I'll go Darrell Williams and Bateman. Robbie Anderson is my backup.
Michael Gallup back yet?
No.
So Cedric Wilson still.
Yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
All right. Nick wants to know, Sky, you're up first on this one. Mitchell, Judy, or Tony, full point PPR. I don't know why people don't trust Mitchell. Just because of that red Q?
Yeah, it's true. He's probably one bad hit in the first quarter away from getting you 3 carries for 9 yards. So,
well, that's
his 49ers running backs. It's like Tony. He's got Tony in here too. We know he's going to have 1 catch, get hurt on the first one for 17 yards. So really the answer is Judy, and he's going to get you 4 for 45 today. That's it. But I'm going Mitchell. I don't care. I'm going to take the upside.
Same. Sky?
Yeah, Mitchell.
I figured you were going to say Mitchell. I love Mitchell, man. We got another super.
We do. I don't like that you click on it when it comes up as the icon at the top and it doesn't pop up on the screen. That'd be nice. It's a nice feature. Come on, YouTube. Official Savage. Once again, tip the cap, my friend. I have this over it, so I can't actually tip. But there was a figurative tip to you, sir. Always a pleasure seeing you on here. Is Debo going to play today? I think he will. And do I play him over Jones Jr., Marvin Jones? Absolutely. And Julio. I am not sitting Debo. For those 2 guys personally, but I'll get you guys' opinion. Not trusting Darrell Williams against Green Bay. Sorry. All right, that's fair if you feel that way. But remember, there's no Aaron Rodgers. So game flow should favor Kansas City. Better for the running backs. But Sky, give us your first thoughts on this question.
Yeah, Debo's good to go, and I'm all about Darrell Williams.
Okay.
Dude, I think Debo's a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. I love Debo. I love him, man. He is gives me the warm and fuzzy, Sky.
Imagine him with a quarterback. It'd be incredible.
I know, right? Oh, man. He's
Jimmy G, baby. Rest of season QB1. Can't wait.
Get the hell out of here. No.
And I really, really hope there's this big piece of me that hopes Jordan Love comes out and has a monster game today.
I think he will. I've got him in a DFS lineup. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see it, Jordan. Now's your chance. Thank you, Savage. Appreciate it, buddy. J2 Nice, start Mitchell at flex. My other options are Sutton, Marvin Jones Jr., Judy, and Julio Jones, half-point PPR. Sky, what are you doing?
Well, this is borderline concerning. We're less than an hour in, and this is about 10 people asking to start Elijah Mitchell who shouldn't be. And now I'm wondering if we're overlooking something here. Are people worried about Jeff Wilson?
He's not playing today, though.
Dude, I'm going down with the ship on Elijah Mitchell. I will tell you that much. I will plant my flag, and if he sucks today, whatever. We were all high on him last week, and look how good he did. I love the kid.
Yeah, number 2 last week against only Michael Carter, which obviously the Jets blew up. I mean, you got to see that coming. Yeah, it's Elijah Mitchell for me. I do like Cortland Sutton a lot, but Bob has something to say.
Tua's out today, folks. Tua has been officially ruled out. It's going to be Jacoby Beef Brissett. Little touch of meat on your day. But hey, gets Houston, Jacoby, baby. I'm going to get some DK Jacoby Brissett. I guarantee he's dirt cheap on there. That's notable.
Why is he out? What's up with Tua?
Yeah, something about that, he just didn't want to play. He just said, fuck it. He's like, I'm done with football.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, no, it's a rib and finger injuries, and he said, ouchies, and he's just done. He just said no. So he's out.
Wow. I do want to do we have a timestamp here, Levy? You got a timestamp for our questions?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. I want to flip right here and give credit to Official Savage, who we hadn't got to yet, giving us the breaking news. Well done, Savage. Thank you very much for popping in on that.
Appreciate you.
Hey, yeah, let's introduce the new guy.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Long time, first time type of guy right now.
Why do you sound like you're on auto-tune? What's going on over there?
Turn your microphone.
Can you not hear me?
We
No,
can't.
You sound like you're recording from the toilet, like in a public bathroom.
Well, that's where I am.
Turn your microphone toward yourself. That might help.
I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm getting back to the questions while Bucky figures it out. Bob, you're up first on this one for Mini Jordan. Choose 2 to drop, and it's a 1-point PPR. Choose 2 running backs and a flex. I'm confused.
Hold on. Choose 2 to drop. Okay, so he's got to make room on his roster to make a legitimate lineup here. So this is a different way to think about it.
Yeah, and then choose 2 running backs and a flex. Edmonds, CMC, Chuba, Boston Scott, Jeff Wilson, Brian Edwards, Devonta Smith, Carlos Hyde, Hasty, Jarrett Patterson, Samaje Perine, and Alex Collins. Who the hell is Jarrett Patterson?
Jarrett Patterson appearances.
He's the number 1 running back for Washington is who he is.
Holy cow.
Makes me so mad all the time. Anyway, Jarrett Patterson and Perine are my drops. Actually, Perine and Hasty are my drops. I'm going to drop Perine and Hasty. And then my starts are going to be Edmonds and whoever starts for the Carolina Panthers.
And a flex, Bob.
And a flex, yep.
Jeez, so much going on here. Yeah, I'm going to go with Boston Scott.
Yeah, I'm going to flex Scott. I'm good with Bob's deletions from this lineup.
Good to have you back, Buck.
2 RBs, Buck.
Same as mine, he said.
Okay.
Same.
All right, let's go. Yeah, I think the same as well. I think Edmonds has a sneaky game today, so I'll go Edmonds, Panthers, and give me Brian Edwards.
Ooh.
Edmonds, Panthers,
I like
Brian
that.
Edwards. Take out Hasty and Perine.
Yeah, I'm
like
cool with
that,
taking out
Scott.
Hasty and Perine too. I'm going to go with Bob and Buck, though. I'm going to start Boston Scott in my flex. Ilias, what's up, buddy? Bucky, you're up first here. Aaron Jones and Devonte Adams outlook in PPR this week.
I mean, I'm going to opt for Aaron Jones here. Requisite touches, get it done. He's going to get easy work in the red zone. I'm going to go Aaron Jones.
Devonte Adams averaging 8+ targets without Aaron Rodgers in his career. I think Jordan Love's going to be fine. Looked really good in the preseason, actually. Honestly, this could be a sneak attack game. Because it's an Arrowhead, I'm not as confident in the Packers just because, but I think the Packers are an overall better football team. Obviously, take Rodgers out, that's huge, but Aaron Rodgers and A.J. Dillon are both in my DFS lineups today. They should get a lot of work to save Jordan Love, but I think Adams gets peppered per usual, just a lower key target. So honestly, I can't imagine starting either one of these guys unless you're stacked.
I am slightly concerned with Adams, only because this Kansas City Chiefs secondary has kind of gotten healthy over the last couple of weeks, and they have looked a little better. But they get smoked by elite talent. I mean, A.J. Brown smoked them. So I think Adams is going to be, you're not sitting either of these guys. Personally, I just think that for DFS, I'm fading them both personally because of their price points didn't drop because of the fact that Jordan Love is, because those are set pre-week. So I fade him in DFS, fine in season long.
There you go. All right, Luke wants to know Renfro, Kirk, or Bateman. Also, Uzoma or Dan Arnold, half-point PPR. Sky, who you got?
Kirk and Arnold.
Bob?
Kirk and Arnold.
Bucky?
Renfro and Arnold.
Half-point PPR, I will go Kirk and Arnold as well. And we got a super down there. I recognize that avatar.
We do. Oh, no. Is this the right one? Nope, it's not. Sorry. Bucky. But people are just, hey, Buck, we got to get a weather update when you get a chance, bud.
No, I got you right now. It's a
Okay,
beautiful day in Jacksonville. Beautiful day in Jacksonville, Scotty. And it's going to be raining touchdowns. It's the only thing that's going to be raining out there. Josh Allen chucking the ball. You got Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, the whole 9 yards. The Buffalo Bills in a perfect weather match. 60 degrees, Scotty. 60 degrees. We're talking Florida. I got a hoodie on. I'm a little bit frigid. It's okay. We're living through it. Tottenham just drew 0-0, and it is not good, boys. Things are not good in the Buck atmosphere.
So for us that have no idea what 0-0 actually means as far as standing goes,
0-0.
right. But is that like, I know it's better than a loss, but it's not a win. How dramatic is an actual tie?
Pretty dramatic, Sky. I mean, it's not good. And when it's 0-0, that means that neither team drew blood. I need blood. Okay. When I watch these games, I need blood. There's no blood. No blood has been spilled. I'm upset.
Halloween was last week, Buck. Jeez.
Yeah, well, November comes very quickly here, Sky.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a nice week for weather, by the way. A lot of sunny days out there, folks. That's exciting for fantasy. It means everyone's going to be good. I like that.
It could be a little windy in Jacksonville, though.
How's Cleveland, Cincinnati though? That's always a mystery. Ohio is hit or miss.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
looking at
conundrum.
it. It's hazy out a little bit. So my
Charlotte. Charlotte, I
We
love
get some haze, Bob.
A haze update brought to you by Bob Banana Hot Sauce.
baby, I appreciate the Charlotte. Okay, but I'm Marine Station in Jacksonville. Okay, got it. Yeah, love Carolina. I live in Oregon, and a lot of people say that North Carolina is the Oregon of the South. Asheville is the Eugene of the South. I believe it. I've been through there quite a bit to play music, and
Really?
love North Carolina. Yeah, certainly have.
You think it is like a direct parallel to Eugene, Oregon?
More or
Asheville?
less.
Really?
Yeah. Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone
Love
jump in
Asheville.
here. If you're in Oregon and Carolina, if you know about it, Carolina and Oregon, North Carolina, South Carolina is a whole nother ballgame. North Carolina and Oregon, and Asheville and Eugene, Oregon parallels. Standing by it.
Sky, I'm
Wow,
actually
okay.
going to Oregon on Christmas Day, buddy. I'm going on a wine pilgrimage.
Portland, McMinnville. Where are you going? Wine
Wilmette
country.
Valley.
Oh, Willamette. That's where I'm at, bro.
There we go. We'll have to meet up.
Yeah, I love that. We can talk about Jamal Agnew and his 7 touchdowns today when it's raining TDs.
Love it. Thank you for your service, baby.
Thanks, baby.
Appreciate it. Love the Marines. Nick, tight end streamer this week. Bob, this is for you, buddy. Henry Ingram or Freiermuth, full PPR.
Henry Ingram. Yeah, we're out. We're going Firemuth all day in this one, folks. No Eric Ebron for Monday Night Football against the Bears, so I'm going to go Firemuth.
Yeah,
Lucky.
Freiermuth for me.
Freiermuth, the Pittsburgh Steelers have won 51 Monday Night Football games, the most easily in the NFL.
Love it. Patty F.
You're like our mini Elias over there. I like it.
Rosen on the Twitch machine. McNichols, Dylan, or Hyde, half-point PPR. Also have Jeff Wilson Jr. in my IR spot. Bucky, who you got?
Listen, we've talked about McNichols before. I don't trust this guy. And Levy, I heard you earlier. It's the player. It's not the situation. I'm going A.J. Dillon here.
Oh, boy.
But he's Snoop Dogg's nephew, dude. He's got to be good.
Yeah,
he
whatever.
does.
Grow up.
This is really a stumper here because each of these guys could have a really good game in their situation, and each of them should have a nil, if you will. I'm going to go McNichols. I don't trust him either, but I think the workload's going to be there, and Adrian Peterson could be really fun to watch for 17 carries for 18 yards. So I'm going to take McNichols here.
Hey, did I miss something on Jeff Wilson? I have not heard him being active today. A lot of people have asked about him, but I think he's not playing, right? I mean, I think
there's a good chance he could get a couple of snaps. I'll double check
that.
this.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dylan with Buck here just because the matchup is the best. I mean, you got Buffalo, which no thank you. And then you got – I know the Rams Tennessee should throw, but I'm not banking on McNichols. I want to see it first. He's done it like once in the last 3 years. So give me Dylan after 15 carries last week.
Yeah, I'm going Dylan as well. If they're playing from behind, you can catch the ball a little bit too. So I'm going Dylan. Corbin wants to know, Sky, you're up first on this one, Beasley or Rondale in PPR?
Well, Beasley's got the big Q. So if Beasley plays, I'm going to go with Beasley here and trust Bucky's forecast there in Jacksonville with a few TDs. If not, it's Rondale easy. Again, AJ Green out, Nuke Hopkins potentially out, at least limited maybe today. So I'm going to go with Beasley, but it's an easy pivot if it's out. I think Rondale has a nice game too.
Beasley.
PPR Beasley.
I'm going Rondale. I think he's gonna have a game today. I'm feeling
He could.
With
He's
Colt
very
McCoy?
Dude, Colt throw that pigskin over them there mountains, boy. Harris wants to know, who would you trade for at the running back position if I was willing to give you Tyler Lockett and Dalton Schultz in a non-PPR? This is such a broad question.
Chase Edmonds.
Chase
I
Edmonds.
feel like Chase Edmonds is like the guy we say for everything. Go for Chase. Poor Chase. Or low-end RB2. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if I have no tight end, I just talked about, like, this is the loaded question. If I'm 7-0 or 8-0 and I can just wait on Lockett for Russell Wilson to come back, yeah, I guess I would give up like a Chase Edmonds type. Sure.
Yeah. There you go. Huncho Hunt. Who should I start at flex? Kittle, Judy, Manny Sanders, or Zach Moss? Bucky, we got some Bills in there. Who you got?
I'm going to go Zach Moss here. I think touchdown upside is the separator between them. Emmanuel Sanders, we saw him disappear last week. That was disappointing. Sky, I know you were pissed about that. I was too.
Sure was, yeah.
I'm gonna go Zach Moss here. I think Zach Moss gets in the end zone.
Yeah, he probably does. I think it's a bounce back for Manny Sanders. I think he only needs one bomb. He's that deep threat these days. It's not Diggs. He got a couple of good targets. They just weren't able to connect. I think that happens again. If Bees is limited, it's easy for me. So I'm going to actually take Sanders here.
Ugh. I have a feeling Moss is going to score today. I'm going to go Moss.
Yeah, I'm going Moss as well. Man, I've got a major crush on Cynthia Freeland. Just love her. She's great.
Oh my goodness. She's the best. The best.
She's just, she talks data. I love data. She's like a data scientist. And she's beautiful. I love her.
People say intelligence doesn't get me all sorts of rattled. Oh, it does. It does. That intelligence just gets me over the roof.
Buck, if you had to marry one, are you going with Cynthia Freeland or your girl Colleen Wolfe?
Wolf. 100%, man. I'm a Colleen guy.
Yeah, she's great too. All right. Anyway, Dennis wants to know if the Kyler announce if he's out before the game, I can only start Big Ben, Fields, Garoppolo. If I decide the other games, I could also get Tyrod, Teddy B, Baker, Ryan Mack. What should I do, Sky? So basically, we going Kyler, or you're gonna pick one of these other guys here?
Jeez.
Here, let me just say this. If I'm you, I've got a situation with Kyler and Guillotine, and I basically picked up Fields for Monday night just in case, because I'm gonna. So you've got it with Big Ben, right? So that's what I would do personally. But what do you think, Sky?
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy. My top two here, I guess, would be Fields and Baker Mayfield.
Oh, geez. Maybe we're throwing too much love to Tyrod, but I think the matchup is the best for him against the Dolphins, who've been struggling against quarterbacks. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to drop somebody to pick him up. Garoppolo's out. Big Ben, I'm not playing against Chicago. Yeah, I think Fields is okay. But I think, honestly, I'd feel the most comfortable with Tyrod, believe it or not. I think he's going to have a safe matchup today, personally.
My concern with Tyrod, really quick, is I've thought about this, but my issue is he had a hamstring that kept him out for a number of weeks. And a big part of Tyrod's fantasy value is that he's still a low-key runner. And I just don't know that he will be running much coming off of a 5-week hamstring injury. That's my biggest concern. I think he could shred a little bit on the Dolphins defense passing, but throwing is really where he gets his points. I just don't know that he'll do that.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tyrod here. I think Tyrod is the best option given the matchup, given the opponent. I look at Big Ben. I look at Fields. I look at Jimmy Grapes. I'm not seeing a lot of I'm not yielding the grapes. You know what I mean? I'm not making wine over here on these guys. I want Tyrod in there.
Yeah, Jimmy's a raisin for sure.
Yeah, I'd personally do what I said earlier and go with I guess I see what you're saying here, but I'd go with Fields as the upside on Monday night if Kyler's not playing. But I like the Tyrod play if you want to just.
I just hate Nagy. He is so bad.
He's terrible. I can't even believe he still has a job. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Bob, you're up first here. Being honest, Abe, half-point PPR pick 2. Galladay, Tony, Marvin Jones, Drew. I always want to say MJD, I don't know what it is, or Brian Edwards. When I think of the Jags, I think of MJD. Bob,
De La
I mean,
Salle grad.
Jeez. I mean, this is just brutal.
Shout out De La Salle.
Dude, so amazing. When I was in high school, 14-year winning streak. 14 years,
wow.
folks. Unbelievable.
What state?
We don't do state in California because there's too many schools. So they just won their conference, literally. And De La Salle is so good, they're a national program that they just play teams from like other countries or other states.
Italians.
14-year winning
Bulgarians.
streak. Look it up.
Wait, how did this get to high school football? What the hell?
Maurice
This is
Jones.
what we
Drew,
do
bro.
here,
I
Bob.
literally left the program to look at my chart, and I came back to like, we going to state? And I'm like, I felt like I was watching Friday Night Lights. I'm like, is it Friday or is it Sunday Live?
Bob,
I'm confused. I don't even know.
Sunday morning lights. You got to catch up with us here. Sunday morning lights.
Yeah,
Well,
Sunday morning.
I'm about to give you just a terrible answer because I personally, sorry, none of these guys stand out. I think Kenny Galladay is my guy I'd pick this week.
You too, though, Bob.
Kenny Galladay, he's on the Giants now, right?
Kenny
That guy.
Galladay. How
Kenny
on
G.
earth can you confidently say that man's name? Drop his ass.
Oh, jeez.
But start him over these guys.
Yeah.
Brian Edwards, man. I'm feeling a Brian Edwards breakout here today.
We need two, though, gents.
I got Tony and Edwards.
Same.
Edwards and Jones.
Oh, jeez. You two? Man. Oh, God. I'm not joking you. The Giants secondaries figured it out. Bradbury and Adoree Jackson, they have given up the least amount of points out wide over the last 5 weeks to receivers. So that's why I'm not really high on Edwards. Marvin Jones is playing Buffalo. No, thank you. Let's go with the Giants. Let's go G-Man. Let's go Tony and Galladay.
Yes.
Edwards Jones.
Oh, man.
Tony and Galladay is just a death wish, Bob.
Can't
Oh
wait.
my goodness.
Can't wait.
Death wish.
Good luck, Honest Abe. Good luck. You're going to need it, pal. Nick Hobie, QB streamer this week. Bridgewater, Love, or Tyrod? Woo!
Going Love. I'm going Love. Jordan Love. Hit me with it.
Guys going Love. Bob.
Tyrod.
Dude, I'm going Love. Let's
I
go.
want Love to explode this week.
Me
Man,
too.
I wasn't confident in this kid at all last year. I think he really, I'm serious. I think he really stepped up in the preseason. He knows his role. He's got an opportunity. I think they're going to do the best to let him succeed today. He might not blow up statistically, but I think he's going to look good. And if the Packers actually win this game in Kansas City, it's going to be mayhem all over the league here.
Real quick, Sky. 18.5 over under. Jordan Love.
Fantasy points?
Yep.
2 touchdowns to give him 12 because I do 6 points because that's what you should do. A little bit of rushing. 18.5, I'll give you 19.
There you go. Jordan Love.
Here we go. We got another Love sighting. So the three of us are
Same.
going Love over Tyrod.
Yeah.
Bob's sticking with Tyrod.
Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
going to be our stance today, I think. And I think
Bob,
we'll get a lot of these.
what's the Tyrod pitch?
He's playing the Miami Dolphins, man. The Dolphins have not been good against quarterbacks this year. I think the problem, and listen, Tyrod, I'm a Tim Kelly guy. Tim Kelly, the offensive coordinator, like people don't realize this guy was a stud with Deshaun Watson was playing out of his mind. Tyrod comes out of the gates high against Jacksonville, gets hurt in week 2. But at the same time, I get it. Maybe Brissett now playing quarterback lowers the upside of this game a little bit. But Nico Collins playing well. Brandon Cook's doing his thing. I just think that I'm going to go Tyrod because he's a known commodity. And plus, Kansas City has slowly turned it around on defense a little bit in the air. They got some guys healthy in the secondary, so that's why I lean slightly. But listen, Jordan Love's fine. He's number 3 in my matchup metric for quarterbacks this week. So I get it, but I'm going to lean Tyrod. Give me the bet.
Fantasy football points. Let's see. Jordan Love has the second best matchup according to fantasy points allowed to quarterbacks. Tyrod Taylor has the third best matchup. So they're literally neck and neck. It'll be interesting today. This one's
Bob,
interesting.
Yes. Is Fan officially playing?
Pants out.
Okay, I missed that in your update. My bad. You were
Well,
talking
Ryan,
so fast. There's a lot of
Oh,
info
really?
here.
Now we're throwing shade. Okay, that's great, Ryan. I mean, it's 8:15. We waited an hour and 15 minutes for shade, but okay, it's fine. I'll take it.
By the way, Albert Okwuegbunam.
Oh, God bless you, sir. All right. I'm gonna just toss it to you I just say Alberto, but I like him, man. This week.
Well, I know
This
it's
will be fun.
cheating though. I mean, we're professionals here. I want to get it right.
Oh,
All right,
wow, okay.
we got a super down there, gents.
All right, I'll take it for I got us.
Well,
All
he's
right,
questionable,
Nicolas
too.
Cage. I mean, God, I love you guys. I love the loyalty, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. Love your movies. Morning Boys, PPR Flex, Bobby Woods, Mitchell or DJ Moore. Buck, I haven't kicked it to you yet. Let's kick it to Buck.
I'm going to go Bob Woods here. Bob Woods is slowly but surely getting that rapport with Matty Stafford. I got Bob Woods.
Ryan?
Oh, dude, you know who I'm hitching my wagon to. It's Elijah. Let's go.
Sky?
Yeah, I want to go Woods here, but I'm just making sure that I want to do that over Mitchell.
Come on in, Sky. The water's warm.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could
It's
use some more
lukewarm.
water. You know, Sunday Night Football prime time, it's usually a Woods-esque environment. So, PPR. I'll go Woods here. Nicholas Cole. Thank you very much for jumping in.
Just to let you guys know, I'm going to go Mitchell as well. And James Robinson's officially out today, folks. So it is going to be Carlos Hyde show versus the Buffalo Bills. Back to you, Ryan.
It's going to get smashed in Buffalo. Yikes.
Dan Ontiveros. Sky, who do I start in my flex? T. Higgy or McNichols?
Ooh.
I'm going to revert to half PPR. And, yeah, they're throwing it up for me. Let's make it a trifecta at least with a T. Higgy.
T. Higgy.
Higgins is not a fade today. He's not a fade at all. So I'm playing Higgins.
That's a quad box, folks.
Quad box.
We should have like a cool graphic that comes up like quad box. Congratulations! Like alarms.
Yeah, we should have the Scott Hansen saying it, and then it just pops up to him. Just let's go to the quad box.
Damn, we need a producer. We need a producer because
if anybody out there, you know what? We never do this. I do it on the podcast all the time, but we never do this on this show. I'm going to say it like once or twice because we might get blown up with resumes, if you will. If anybody out there is a serious graphic designer that would like to help us out on social media graphics for this show, or if you're an audio video engineer and you can help us with some editing or production with the show and whatnot, and you want to be a part of the show, please reach out to us. I am serious. We are always looking for an extra team member or two to help lighten the load for us because we all do all of our own stuff and we're not professionals in those fields. So if anybody out there would like to help us out, be a part of the team behind the scenes or get some FaceTime, please reach out to us. You can DM anybody on Twitter or reach out to any of the Fantasy Focused Network channels here. And I'm serious. Reach out to us and we'll have a conversation, see if you're a good fit. But we would be much appreciated to have some legitimate candidates for those positions.
Love it. All right. Bob, Joey wants to know Higbee or Broncos tight end.
Oh, Albert O, baby. All day. I'm actually doing this in my own leagues too.
Albert who?
Albert O. Albert Dare Ungulale. There you go.
Agumbawale. You finally got that one right. That's not bad.
One at a time. Albert
Daria Agumbawale's sister hit the game winner as the clock ran out to win the NCAA Women's National Championship in basketball. Just want to throw that out there. So shouts out to her. Let's go with Higgy.
I'm going Higgy too.
Higby
Doe.
Wow, guys. All right.
Eastlake, dude. I can't not pick an Eastlake alumni. We're talking about high school
Agreed.
football.
Yeah,
a legend. An Eastlake legend.
Friday Night Lights, Bob.
Legend, dude.
Let's go.
Legend.
Landry, Sutton, Debo, or more. Pick two, Buck. Do the right thing, Bob.
If Debo is healthy, it's Debo. And then I'm going to go with Landry. If this is a PPR for Joey Perps, I love that name.
Yeah.
Love the
Joey Perps takes me back a few decades.
Yeah, it sure does here, Sky, you know. I'm
going to
go
Sky
with
Perps back in the day. It's been a few years, though.
Landry and Debo for me.
Too old to be skipping class these days. It's Sutton and Debo pretty easy for me.
Yeah, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, Landry's kind of sucked against Cincinnati, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but he's been.
Yeah, but here's
bad.
the thing, Bob. There's no more OBJ, and I have to say, I spoke it into existence.
You did.
It's true.
Get him off your roster, and now they got him off their roster.
Yeah,
perfectly done.
But when he jumps on Kansas City, I mean, put him on your roster because that would be fun.
He's going to New Orleans. It doesn't make sense to go anywhere other than New Orleans or New England. IMO.
Oh, except with the quarterback play, he's going to be so pissed off the whole time when Trevor Simeon's throwing air mails to him.
No way.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to go. I'm going to go actually Sutton and Debo here as well.
Sutton and Debo for me as well. It's close with Landry, though. I like Landry this week. All right.
He
Mike
wants a
Dog.
contender.
What's up?
Oh, I was just going to say OBJ wants a contender, so Buffalo makes the most sense.
No, please, dear God, don't do that, Sky. Do
That'd
not
be-
manifest this, please, man.
Beasley's a little bit hurt. Emmanuel Sanders is
No.
old. I don't know if I can trust those kind of guys. Dawson Knox still out. It's a little rough for me. if I'm a
Sky, don't
Buffalo
do
fan.
this to me, man. Do not speak this into existence, please, please.
Oh,
I hate that, man.
Sky, I got a tough one for you.
Yeah.
On Twitch, Mike Dog, Najee Harris, McCaffrey, Chubb, Henderson. We need 3 of those 4.
Okay, so first of all, Mike Dog 10-12. Let's have a talk. This is either DFS or this is Dynasty. Or you're playing with a bunch of schmoes and you're in first place anyway. So, assuming everybody is healthy, against my better judgment, I'm actually going to sit Nick Chubb, who's like my 4th favorite player in the NFL. You don't give us whether it's PPR, half PPR, or standard. So we need some more information here. But in a nutshell, as they say around the industry, I'm going to sit Chubb, and I hate it.
Yeah, sit and Chubb.
I'm sitting McCaffrey.
I'm sitting McCaffrey as
Not
well.
a bad idea. I almost did it, but I didn't want oh my God, you're sitting McCaffrey. You suck.
It hurts. It hurts. But I'm
well,
just
McCaffrey
looking at
hurts. That's the problem.
Well, the reality, yeah, he hurts. He's in a tough shambles right now.
I'm sitting McCaffrey as well, so we're not much help for you there, buddy. But you have an embarrassment of riches. You are fine.
Flip a coin on Chubb or Chubb or McCaffrey, you'll be fine.
By the way, shouts out to the Brewers. Nice playoff run this year.
Yes.
I mean, didn't go very far, but turned around the franchise. Well done.
Love it. Chip, Bob, you're up first here. Flex PPR, Pollard, Bateman, AP, Monty. If you play.
Monty.
Well, we're not going to know probably till Monday if Monty's going to be in or not. So
Monty.
that makes that tough.
Right.
I would rather play Monty personally. I'm going to go AP here. I think he's going to be serviceable. He's going to get you some points here.
Wait, what? Shit points?
I heard that too.
Oh, no, some points. Sorry, folks. But yeah, they're all going to be shit points here. All these guys are going to give you shit points. But the one that I feel is less shitty is Adrian Peterson. There you go.
Fair. I just had to make sure that we cleared that up for the viewers out there. The shit points are real.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We call him
I mean,
SPs.
obviously, Monty, if he's a go, he's your guy.
Right.
But we don't know that. AP, shit points.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Buck, you going AP?
Yeah, AP shit points.
Assuming he's healthy, I'm going to go Bateman here. This kid's on the brink, and I want to be there for it. So if he's healthy enough to play, I'm playing him. If not, I guess I would go Adrian Peterson.
I'm going AP, man. I just believe it or not, you want to talk about shit points? I have a league where I am actually starting AP and Pollard in the same league, and I have 0 other option. It's really bad.
Dude, you're going to be fine today.
Yeah, I hope so, buddy.
We get W's on the show. That's what happens.
That's it. Sleek, good to see you as always. Full point PPR pick 2, Hubbard, Mitchell, Booker, Tony, Sky. I think you're up first on this one. I lost track. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mitchell's a dime. And Hubbard, again, Hubbard just comes down to if CMC's out, play him. If he's in, don't. And if CMC plays, then I would go Booker. I love Tony. I can't trust it one way or another. So I'm going to go Mitchell and Booker unless CMC sits.
Mitchell and Booker.
Bucky.
Mitchell, Tony.
I'm going Mitchell and Booker as well. I do love me some Tony, though.
What has Booker done, though?
It's just, dude, you're the requisite touches guy. You tell us.
I know. I get it. But, I want something out of those RTs there, pal.
Wait a second. Didn't he have a good
He
game?
crushed. Yeah.
That's what he does. He finds the end zone. He falls into the end zone. He's not great. He's not sexy.
Tony's sexy.
He is, but he's also
I like a
kind of a
sexy
maroon,
player, man.
and I don't think the team trusts him.
True.
Wait, what?
I said he's a maroon, and I don't think the team trusts him.
How is he a maroon? Because he does weird stuff on Twitter? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a mini OBJ, dude.
He might be, dude. I'll be honest. He might be.
Well, and his career trajectory is that. I mean, he didn't do much. He was kind of poo-pooed on the way in. The Giants picked him. Nobody liked OBJ before he had that catch, basically, and then he blew up. And Tony could be amazing, but we'll see. Last week at Kansas City, 15 carries, 60 yards, 6 targets, 5 catches, 65 yards receiving. Let's go.
Do you think we'll
PPR.
have a sequel? You think we'll have
Yes,
a
I do.
sequel this week? Okay.
Yeah, he had 14 fantasy points without scoring. Not bad for running back. That's 20 plus if he scores.
All right, Buck, you're up first on this one. Mike Williams or Josh Jacobs? I have Justin, non-PPR.
Josh Jacobs. Just to spite Sky. Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, there's no chance. Josh Jacobs is on my list of I will lose to him instead of picking him, so it's Mike Williams easy.
Who do you hate more, Josh
But it's
Jacobs
standard.
or Melvin Gordon?
Well, okay, so that one's easy. I don't actually hate Melvin Gordon. I just think Devonte Williams is better than Melvin Gordon. If Devonte Williams got like all of the work and you took away Melvin Gordon, he would better what Melvin Gordon's done with that half of the work share. Josh Jacobs is just bad. He just scores touchdowns because he gets all the work in Vegas. But Kenyon Drake is better than him also, right? And then Kenny Gainwell is better than Miles Sanders. Don't get me started, dude. It's literally only 8:30 on my side.
Jeez.
It's Mike Williams.
Bob, Williams or Jacobs?
Jacobs.
I'm going Jacobs as well. Sorry, Sky.
I'm writing that one down. I'm sure writing that down right now.
All
I
right,
got to
Williams.
pause. I'll be right back.
We're
back,
going to be
guys.
getting a text later, a group text on that one. I told you. Should I start A.J. Brown, Claypool, or McNichols in the flex spot, Bob? We don't know the format, so we'll assume half-point PPR.
Doesn't matter. It's AJ Brown anyway. I mean, if he's healthy, he's in. Playing him all day.
There you go.
AJ
Yeah.
Brown. Without a
Quick
doubt.
question, just to be clear, was that a PPR there for Williams and Jacobs, or do we even
Standard.
standard? So it's Jacobs easy, but I'm still writing down Mike Williams.
All right, there you go. I'm also going A.J. Brown on that one, 808.
Man,
Tim Westby, good morning to you. 2
Morning,
point
Timmy.
PPR. Pick 2, CMC, Booker, Bateman, Marvin Jones, Jr.,
Tajay Sharp.
Tajay Sharp, go Buck Army. Bucky, you get to go first. It's your guy.
CMC and Booker. CMC and Booker, Buck Army. We're standing strong, boys.
CMC and Booker for me.
Okay, serious question. All jokes aside, is Tajay Sharp maybe the number one look other than Pitts in Atlanta? Because that matters.
It's a revolving
He's the
door.
number 2. He's the number 2
Behind Pitts or behind Gage?
behind Pitts.
Okay,
Dude, Pitts was disappointing last week, man.
so he's the number one wide receiver. It's New Orleans, though. I'm overthinking it. CMC, obviously, if he plays, and I'm going to stick with Bateman. If CMC's out, I'm going to go Bateman and Booker.
I also like that it's Bateman. Bateman.
Yeah.
Bateman.
Yeah, man.
Bateman.
CMC and Booker.
Bateman.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
man.
Perfect.
Sky, Dallas or Denver? Who wins?
Let me double check here. In Dallas, Dak back.
Dallas.
It's a
Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein game all day long.
Oh, Greggy Z is going to be drilling 50-yarders.
He's not. No, he's not. All right, he's not. I did not highlight him, guys. Please, can we at least throw support
Oh my
towards
God.
my way for kicker analysis? I mean, at this point,
Bro,
I feel like
They're going to
too
score
much.
50 points, and you're not feeling that?
It doesn't matter.
Denver
All
has
right.
half a secondary, no linebackers. Dak's back. Are you kidding me?
Bob, someday you will be known as the best fantasy analyst in the kicker world.
Start calling you Bobby K.
Bobby K.
Hicks.
No, he already is. He's Bobby K.
What
Bobby
about
Kickers.
okay? Hold on. Let's figure this out. What about BK1? You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like it's Bobby K, but K1. You like BK1?
Yes.
That's a brand right there. That's a
Yeah.
That's like a shoe deal.
Was Burger King have it your way? Was that their slogan?
Have it.
Yes.
It sounds like a
yeah.
Burger
So
King thing.
yeah, have it
so.
Bob's way. BK1, baby. Let's go.
All right, Bob, you're up first for Emmy here. Pick 2 wide receivers in a flex. Rashad Bateman, T. Higgins, Boston Scott, Bobby Woods, Brian Edwards, Ayuk, first Ayuk sighting, and Darrell Williams. 2 wide receivers in a flex, Bob.
Higgins,
Half-point PPR.
Higgins, Woods, Williams.
Higgins, Scott, Woods, and Sky. The fact that you said sounds like a Burger King thing, that's unbelievable. It did. It sounded like a Burger King thing.
It's a brand. Yeah, BK1 is the brand. We need to patent that immediately. Or trademark, I think, for brands. Anyway, T. Higgy, easy. And man, Brandon Ayuk's gonna have a nice game today, but I don't know if I can actually pick him out. Darrell Williams, again, people are scared, so I'm gonna throw him in there. And then my other wide receiver, boy, I really like Woods, Bateman, and Edwards. Edwards, we got to see first. Woods hit or miss and got the foot. I like that. So again, healthy, Bateman, Higgins, Henderson, Bateman out. I'll go Edwards.
I'm going
Woods.
Higgins,
Whoa.
Woods, Williams.
Whoa.
Good luck, Emmy. I think that's the consensus, though, right? Is Higgins, Woods, Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Nosotros Papaya, you are welcome. We got a super down there, gents.
Let's get it.
Just J-Mom. Super sticker. Always a pleasure, J-Mom.
Love J-Mom. Yes.
Just always throwing the support. Yeah. Actually, it was I know J-Mom personally, of course.
Oh.
She sent me a question for us, Albert O or Pat Firemuth this week. Sky, you go first.
Wow.
That's so fucking fire. I hope that's actually a question from her.
That's totally Bob's question.
Yeah, it is.
Not.
And that's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
I have a question right here.
So is this just so that we say both the last names? Like it's Fryermuth,
Yep.
right? Fryermuth, and Albert Ogwebunam. And I am going to go with Pat Fryermuth in a worse matchup because Big Ben needs his outlet, and Najee Harris can only have 19 targets a game, and Deontay has another 29. That leaves about 7 for tight end. I like it. Well, let's go Fryermuth.
Buck?
Thanks, J-Mom.
Yeah, Fryermuth for me.
I'm going Friar Muth.
Same.
We got it.
Same
we
here.
got another down here.
Yeah.
Ryan Morowski.
Ryan. Gonna go to Ryan first. Only makes sense. Go to Ryan. Zach Moss or Edmonds, full PPR. Ryan, give us what you got.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Edmonds this week in a full PPR. I think regardless of quarterback situation, he's gonna have a good game today. I'm feeling it. Thank you, Ryan.
Buck?
Oh, good God. I hate this one. I'm going to go Moss. Touchdown upside.
Edmonds, plenty of work. Kyler's beat up, especially if he doesn't play. I think they'd ride the run game a little bit more with the Niners. I'm going to take the under in whatever the spread ends up being on this game, over under here. I think it's a slugfest. So I will take Edmonds in this one.
Zach Moss for me. Sorry, Ryan. That's a divided split. I'm going Zach Moss with Buck here.
Ooh.
Ryan, back to you, sir.
All right, we're a little bit behind, so let's try to bust through
Smash.
some. All right, Mark Foster, Hunter Renfrow, Chase Edmonds, or Boston Scott. Need 2 in a full point PPR. Bucky.
I'm going to go Renfrow and Scott.
Whoa.
Sit Scott.
Sit Scott.
I will also sit Scott.
What's the beef with Boston? Come on, guys.
Got to
Dude,
move on. Sorry, Buck.
I drafted Boston Scott in like 10 leagues and dropped him after week 3 because I was so pissed off.
Sky, why won't you talk about it, please?
30 fantasy points for Kenny Gainwell. I already said that today. There's no chance
Fair.
I'm starting Boston Scott today.
Bob, I'm going with you on this one. Come here now, Beach. Do we still like Gesicki over Conklin with no Tua?
Yes.
Yep. Still just
Yes.
Agreed.
Offense runs through him.
There you go. Bucky, Jarvis Landry or Manny Sanders?
Landry.
Yo daddy's son, Matt.
Yeah, yo daddy's son, Matt. Well, wait a second. My daddy's son is Matt.
Yo daddy's on Matt.
Wait a second. Yo daddy's son, Matt. My dad, he birthed a Matt. I'm here.
It's Inception.
Landry.
Nice try at the bottom, boys.
Yeah, I got Landry as well on this one. Did we answer all of them?
Landry.
Yes. Nice try. First of all, any stats on backup QBs versus number 2 wideouts? Yes. Back in 2012, week 12.
This is my jam.
Charlie Batch, because that's Buck's favorite backup. Hyper targeted Emmanuel Sanders that game because he was the 3rd string receiver behind an injured Antonio Brown and Mike Wallace. So there you go. Charlie Batch to Emmanuel Sanders, who was the backup that season, week 12. of 2012. There you go. And listen, last week, Cooper Rush to Cedric Wilson, people. It's right there for you. So nice try. Thank you for bringing it up. I did tell Buck because Buck was really hounding me. I mean, geez, he wouldn't leave me alone for like 3 weeks without that stat. So I got it to Buck personally first before I shared it with the public. Drake or Moss, folks. Over to you, Sky.
Okay, so Moss, because Jacob's lame-o is going to get all the work, but Drake's better than he is. So let's go Moss. This is real, though. This is for real. So the easiest one here this year is Justin Fields coming in, starting the year as the backup behind Andrew Dalton. Justin Fields comes in, who immediately becomes the number 1 for the Chicago Bears. Darnell Mooney, the number 2 wide receiver. I mentioned this all summer long. I mention it every week pretty much. It is a thing because the number 1s practice together, the number 2s practice together. If there's 3s, they do that too. So when you see a backup quarterback come into a game, often they hyper target the second or third option because that's a guy they're familiar with. It matters. This is definitely a thing. I like that. And let's go Moss here.
I'm going Moss. So are you telling me Jacoby Brissett is going to be targeting Preston Williams today? Is that
off
is that
the charts? Yes.
No. Okay, first of all, let's backpedal. No, you know what? Fine. This is our show. I'm going to tell you something. First of all, this is only relevant if the backup receiver is starting. Like, you can't say, oh, just he'll throw it to the backup on the bench. No, if the backup receiver is on the field because of another injury, that's when things happen up. So, like, Parker's out. But Williams, I think, is on IR, to be honest with you. I don't think he's playing. So, I mean, this is a bad example. So, but yeah, I think that's where it gets a little interesting. Cedric Wilson, Cooper Rush is a prime example. If it just happened, he actually had a really good game too. So, but listen, we're kind of tongue in cheek a little bit here, folks. It is a little bit of a thing.
Trevor Siemian, Deontay Harris just happened last week.
Colt McCoy, Rondell Moore.
Ayuk.
That's true. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Rondell Moore, Colt McCoy. You just heard it first. Ryan, boom, start of the week. Got it.
Let's go. Nice try.
And this is going to flow right into our question, folks. Scott, 9. Appreciate you, buddy. Always a pleasure. One more, boys. PPR League. Callaway or Rondell Moore? Buck, you first for this one?
It's Callaway. And then I got Pitts.
I didn't get to that question yet. Come on, Buck. I mean, come on. All right, we're just going to run through it now. All right. Callaway or Moore, Pitts, Schultz, or Ertz? We got
That's
Bucks.
what I answered.
Yeah, I know, but I was gonna do one at first and then the second one afterwards. I mean, we're choppy today. You were late. You had to watch Cottam. Did they win, by the way, or it
was a nil draw, dude.
It was nil
Nil,
draw. Well, are you okay with that? Is it okay?
No blood exchange.
No, it's bad.
It's terrible.
Late to watch a draw in soccer. It sounds exhilarating. I mean,
0-0, and I watched it. Yeah.
Oh man,
that's so much.
Let's just say I'm in rough shape,
minutes,
boys. Like
nothing.
I don't feel good about life, but I do feel good about Callaway and Pitts.
All right, Ryan, what do you think?
Also got a flex spot down there, I believe.
Well, I'm going Moore in Pitts, but if you're saying you can bench Moore or Callaway for 2 tight ends, I would go Pitts and Ertz. I like all these options this week at tight end. I like all 3 of them, but I'm going Moore, Pitts, and then Ertz is my flex.
I totally agree.
Agreed.
Same for me.
All right, there we go. Moving on.
We got one more. Sorry, we got one more. Coming in hot. Tim Westby, folks. Need a D. 49ers, Bears, Vikings, Raiders, or Texans. Ryan, to you first.
Oh, man. I'm going to go – who do I have highest here? I'm going to go the Raiders. Raiders at the Giants. I don't really love any of these options, but I'll go Raiders.
If no Kyler Murray, it's 49ers easy. If Kyler does play let's see here. I'm trying to get all these down. Bears.
Yeah, I'm on board with that, Sky. I dig that. Thank you.
Yeah, if Kyler does play, then I'm going to bench the Niners. I'm going to actually go the Bears Monday night against Pittsburgh. I think they can get some sacks and they can potentially turn over a little bit. I think the Bears are going to be fired up on Monday Night Football with Justin Fields playing well.
Yeah, boys, just CMC's officially active today, folks. Super excited, officially active today. I'm going to go for this question. I'm going to go Raiders.
All right, there you go.
Raiders have been sneaky, man. That's interesting. So much shit happening in Vegas, though. Jesus.
I know, right? All right, come here now, Beach. Mitchell has an injury. Does it concern you? I just want to read this tweet from Shefty earlier this morning. 49ers running back Elijah Mitchell and wide receiver Deebo Samuel, each listed as questionable for Sunday. Both are expected to play. Per sources, but team also has concern or team also uncertain how long each player will be able to go and is hoping there are no setbacks. We basically talked about this. If I have Mitchell, I'm still starting him. You could get some shitty luck here, but I'm firing him in there, man. He's a top 10 running back in the league right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, likewise. Definitely risky. And I like to avoid risk when I can. If you have another high-profile running back and you can afford to sit a guy like Mitchell, then go ahead. But if he's right, then we know what the 49ers running back is able to do.
There you go. Harris wants to know, in a standard format, Christian Kirk or Jalen Waddle, Bob?
I really like Kirk this week, but this whole Colt McCoy, they're both backup quarterbacks, right? I mean, we don't know if it's going to be McCoy or not, but let's go Waddle.
Waddle.
God, Jacoby Brissett has been playing well on accident. I'm going to stick with Kirk. He's got the touchdown upside. I think the Cardinals move the ball, so I'll go Kirk.
Man, I'll go Waddle with no Parker. Don't love it. Peoples Jones or Salvin Ahmed, full point PPR, Buck.
I can't trust a Dolphins running back. I'm going to go Peoples Jones.
Yeah, I guess I would go Ahmed. Actually, the matchup's actually good against Houston, so at least that's going for him.
Now, if he's a wrestler, is it the Peoples Donovan or the Peoples Jones? It's probably just the Peoples Jones, right?
Yeah, the Peoples. Yeah,
the Peoples Jones. All right, DPJ, easy.
Peoples.
Good luck, Carlos.
Yeah, I'm going DPJ as well. C-Dog wants to know, with Tua and Kyler out, do I start Cousins or Daniel Jones, Bucky?
Cousins.
Yep.
Cousins for me.
Same.
Yeah, I'll go Cousins as well. I also have Thielen, so I can get more points with Cousins. There you go. Double dip. Love a double dip.
Hit him.
Vermont. PPR Deep League, wide receiver 3, Agnew sighting, Myers, A-Rob or Ayuk, and a flex, Edmonds or McNichols. Sky, who you got? 2-part question.
PPR Deep League, wide receiver 3. Ayuk. And Edmonds.
Bob.
Doesn't it feel like Jacoby Myers is like due for like a touchdown?
Yeah, for 3 years.
I know. Like this is like the first time he has a decent matchup against Carolina in the slot. You know what? I'm feeling it. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go Myers and Edmonds.
I'm with Bob. Believe it or not, I stand with Bob.
Thank you. It took 9 weeks, but we're together now. I got bad news for you, Buck, too, for when we do the updates for the injuries.
I'm gonna go Myers and Edmonds as well. Believe it or not. When are you ready? What time are we doing the update?
I don't
Is
know.
Zimmer out?
I'll do like a signal. I'll be like,
okay.
Cookhouse.
We're ready.
Bob, give me the update, man.
Cookhouse, Oso, Fryermuth, Dan Arnold, Conklin, Albert O, Hunter Henry, Evan Ingram. Who do I pick up to play this week? Bob, good timing because you're up in the rotation.
Wow.
I know you're
okay.
in though.
Yeah, it's Fryermuth still. I think he's good. I think he's going to be good against no Eric Ebron. We talked about this earlier. I like Pat Fryermuth this week.
Same. Out of
I
rotation.
like the Fryer. I like the Fryer. And the move.
Same. All right, we got a super.
Buck, can you take over the supers while I'm looking up these inactive?
Yep.
Sir? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Nice try here. My homie Tony said the Colt and Moore take from Levy was live. It was live, Levy. That's a good job.
I like it.
DFS, good luck today, guys. Thank you. Nice try. Always love the support, my man.
Appreciate it.
See, hold on. I want to do some quick math. Nice try 1996. We don't know what 1996 is. Maybe it's the year they were born. Just throwing it out there. If that's the case, if that's what, graduated high school?
His kid was born in 96.
You know that for sure?
No, I don't know that, but I know he's got a kid because we gave her a shout out one week.
The reason I bring it up was live. Now maybe it's just like a West Coast thing. It's not a thing anymore, but like that was live. I feel like that's like a 1988 thing.
Yes.
So just trying to anyway. Sorry, just trying to dissect.
I mean, the Gators, they won a national championship in 96. That was pretty cool.
True.
So did the let's see, that would have been the Green Bay Packers over the Drew Bledsoe Patriots, correct?
Favre. Yep.
Favre.
This nice try. We're trying to figure out who nice try. Every week we spend at least a few minutes trying to figure out something
Don't tell
about
us.
nice try.
Do not tell us.
And
Don't
his
you dare
mystery
tell
is
us.
great. We're gonna create a segment. It's gonna be brought to you by Care Factor. Skincare for hair. Learning about nice try. So it's gonna be a whole segment starting 8:45 every single week.
I'm
I
gonna
actually
need
know his
all
real
the help I can get.
I know his real name, and I'm never going to tell you guys because it's way more fun that way.
Tell me. I am curious though. If this is like born, kid, birth, high school, either way, it doesn't matter.
Good
Levy
luck
was
with this,
live.
bud.
I like
Bob,
that.
what's the deal, dude? You said you had an injury update.
Oh, your boy Justin Zimmer is out today.
Dude, I called it. That's terrible news.
And I think, does that make Carlos Hyde a must start in your opinion?
He's out. Buck's done. He's out.
It's hard to podcast in times like these, boys. It's hard to podcast.
God, we're the only ones that know who Zimmer is. That's rough.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We can't be.
Buck, I'm going to throw one at you. I'm going to throw a name at you real quick here. Bryce Pop.
No, I need Zimmer.
Look, hey, I'll take a 1991 Bryce Pop over current Zimmer all day long.
No, that's false, man.
All right, I'm getting us back on track here, boys. Jeffrey
Appreciate
Mason wants to know. I got a gross one for you. Bucky, you're up first. Got some buys going on. PPR, McNichols or Jeff Wilson Jr.?
I hate McNichols, but it's McNichols.
Mickey
Same.
Nicky.
Same.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Snoop Dogg's nephew on this one. First and only time I'll ever say his name. McNichols. Get him in there. Snoop's getting him fired up today. Rough
sure.
one. Another rough one. Kyler Murray out. Was going to start two, and now he's out. Do I pick up Jordan Love or Jacoby Brissett, Scott?
Love, upside.
Love, upside.
Sure. Love.
I'm going Love for sure. Bateman or Hyde in a flex standard league, Bob?
Sammy Watkins has been ruled out today, and Bateman is in. So that's good news. And the Minnesota Vikings without Patrick Peterson got ripped up. So I'm going to go Bateman here.
Bateman.
Dude, Sammy
Bateman.
Watkins needs to just hang him up.
He's out.
The old glass man. The glass man never fails. This guy. Come on, dude.
So sorry, these happen every once in a while where we have someone in the chat give us information, then we have to vet it to make sure it's legit. Jeff Wilson is active, thank you. Kyler Murray is not yet out, correct?
Right, correct.
Possibly doubtful, but not technically out. We just had someone say that he was out. I just want to make sure we stay up to date best we can for everybody. Moving on.
No doubt. Tater Tot, are you starting AP if you have him? I'm starting him.
Yes.
Touches.
Yep.
And Snoop
18
Dogg
carries,
catches
19
points.
yards, 2 touchdowns.
Boom.
Love it.
It's 8 points.
PPR, if Nuke is out, should I pivot off Devonta Smith to Rondell Moore? I think Murray is playing.
There we go. So yeah, nobody knows. So let's all relax here. If Nuke
Bob,
is out, pivot to Rondell Moore.
yeah, Bob, you were mentioning Devonta Smith's matchup this week. You kind of like it?
No, it's not. It's the Chargers are down both boundary corners. They're down Michael Davis and also Asante Samuel Jr., and that just means he's facing backups. I just said, listen, I don't like to bump a guy up too much because of injury, but at least I know that if you are desperate, you could pull the trigger on Devonta Smith if needed because he's going to be facing backups most of the day. Chris Harris, their stud, is the slot corner, and that means that you'll probably get a lot of backups on the outside. But yeah, I think it puts him in the wide receiver 4 category. In this question, it's tough, but I think I like Rondell Moore a little more, to be honest with you.
Bucky?
More.
I like Moore here.
Yeah, I'm going Moore as well. Good luck, Jeffrey. Bucky, you're up first here for Sarah. Half-point PPR. Start 2. Waddle, Claypool, Khalil Herbert, Manny Sanders, and Judy. Need 2 and a half-point PPR, buddy.
Half point. Khalil Herbert. Then I'm going to go Waddle. I got a good feeling about Jalen Waddle this week, regardless of Tua's health.
Waddle and Herbert.
Montgomery might play, though. It sounds like he's going to play. I'm going to go Waddle and Sanders.
We don't know that he's going to play, and even if he does, I mean, I can't imagine they throw him right back in there. Also, I know we've said Herbert 12 times because we like this kid. He is playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is terrible no matter what. So I hear that, but in half PPR, I'm going to take the running back, and I don't know that Monty's playing right now. So those are just tough questions.
Same sight vision there.
Yeah, I'm going Waddle and Claypool. Why no love for Claypool, boys?
Because
Big Ben.
nobody trusts Ben.
Football.
It's
True.
Deontay and Najee.
Fair. I mean, Ben
And Freiermuth, obviously.
put a fork in him.
Patty.
Netflix and Dill.
Oof.
Is your name Dylan?
I love it. I need help. Do I start at running back McCaffrey or Damien Williams? Stop it.
Damien who?
Stop it. You don't need help. Just stop it right now. Okay. Tight end, Kittle or Pitts?
Pitts. For the love of Christ.
Folks,
Your mood has drastically changed.
This is Zimmer.
Justin Zimmer.
This is Zimmer. This is Zimmer tilting. This is Zimmer tilt for sure. Yeah. Buck,
I'm sorry,
Buck,
boys.
Buck,
I'll channel it in.
Buck, do you want to take your Union 5? It's a little early, but do you want to take a Union 5 and just kind of
first of all,
gather your thoughts?
It's 15. All
Yeah,
right.
I feel good. I feel good.
It's a 3-hour shift, Bob.
Dude,
a 3-hour
I
shift.
tied myself to a tree for 3 days to get 15 minutes, okay? You're not taking that shit from me, sir. It's 15.
I grew up outside of Berkeley, California, where they used to live in trees. I respect that. Damien Williams, I don't even think is in the league, so I'll go McCaffrey and Kyle Pitts, unfortunately, over my boy Kitty.
Damien Williams is out this week, guys, so it
Yeah,
doesn't even matter.
He's not on the team.
But let's say it's Darrell Williams. Does that change your thought between McCaffrey and Darrell Williams?
No.
Still CMC, guys, straight across?
Yeah, if it was Dalvin Cook, then maybe Dalvin Cook.
And I'm going to go Pitts as well. Pitts and McCaffrey.
Pitts. Netflix and
And
Dill.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. The Zimmer news shook me to my core.
Uh-oh.
The Rabbi Unit wants to know Messi or Ronaldo.
Man, we're going to lose Buck, dude. This is...
Neither.
Oh, God. Wait, who are we?
Messi. If we're being honest, I'll go Messi.
Oh, man.
Check my notes.
All right, Bob. Manny Sanders, Beasley, Boyd, or Bateman, PPR?
Jeez. I think I like Bateman a lot this week. Let's do Bateman with no Watkins out there.
Beasley.
Bateman.
I'm going to go Bateman as well. CMC is playing Bean Productions. Brissett or Love. Three of us went. I think we all went Love.
Love.
We all went Love. There we go. Had Tua and Hurts going in super flex.
Is that Mitchie Tommy Poo Poo?
Yes.
Mitchie Tommy Poo Poo. We're going Love, buddy. Love or Kirk? Super flex? We're going Love.
Love.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm cool
That's
with
a
that.
weird one.
All right, here we go. Jared Judy, Kadarius Toney, or Cole Beasley, full point PPR. Buck.
Tony.
Yeah. All three of these guys are questionable. I'll take the healthy one. And the production's probably going to be Cole Beasley. I'll take Cole Beasley.
Beasley.
Oh, I'm going Toney on this one. Give me the upside. House is divided. Xonify. Sorry. Claypool or Landry, full point PPR, Sky.
Landry.
I will go Landry as well. We are going streaking to the quad. Bring your hate.
Bring your hat. Bring your green hat.
Yes. Thoughts on AP? Is he worth a pickup? Yes, absolutely. He's worth a pickup. There you go. He did say hat. I read off the teleprompter. Pick up AP. Absolutely. Edmonds or Tony, Sky?
Eddie. It's full PPR.
Yep.
Edmonds.
Edmonds. There we go. Mitchie, we're going Love over Brissett. I saw your question again in there. Tyreek and OBG have been talking. He's coming to KC. It was reported by KC News. Whatever. You know, Just what they need. The team looks terrible this year, so bring in a cancer to make him worse. Not a good idea, Nicholas.
You got JT here. 2 QB league. Needs a streamer. Kyler is sitting. 4.5 passing TD. 1 point per 20 yards. Garoppolo, Love, or Tyrod Taylor? We'll go to Sky first.
1 point per 20. It's passing. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stick with Love.
Tyrod for me.
Tyrod.
I said Love earlier. I got to stick with my guns here. So the house is divided, JTN. Sorry
luck,
to say it, man. Good luck to you, buddy. Thank you for the support as always. Who do you trust more? The bees, the killer bees at the bottom, Buck and Bob? Or are you flying high with me and Sky?
Nailed it.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
Kobe's
good.
not too bad, man.
Also, I actually thought about this week, and I've just been so busy, boys, with my new lifestyle. So Buck and Bob rolls off the tongue, and I know it's Levy, and I respect that and your family lineage, but Sky and Levi would just be, I don't know, it attacks a little thicker. So we should maybe consider that when we rebrand.
Ryan Sky.
Ryan Sky works just fine. Let's do that. Ryan Sky, Buck and Bob. Let's get it.
Let's go. All right, Luke on Twitch. I love the Twitch people. We got a good little following on Twitch now. Darrell Williams or Boston Scott, y'all. I need help. Sky, who you got?
Darrell Williams.
Darrell Williams, yeah. 100%.
Scott for me, man. I think this will be a big week for Scott.
I think if it's PPR, I'm going Scott.
Yeah, Gainwell should crush. Let's go, Williams.
All right, I'll stick with Williams there. But if it's a full point PPR, Luke, you should consider Scott. Bucky's in on Scott as well. Bob, you're up first here. Full point PPR. Gaskin, Mitchell, McNichols, Devonta Smith need 2.
It's Mitchell and Gaskin for me.
Bucky.
Same 2.
Samesies.
Same for me. It is a full point PPR for Luke. Does that change any of your answer?
No.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, we're 30 minutes behind because we got a lot of them, Zaner. So stay patient. Need a QB. Love, Carr, Danny Dimes, or Mac Jones. Thanks, Buck Army. Buck, who you got?
Carr.
Sky.
Same.
Sure. Carr.
I will go with Carr as well. Baby's got our back in the Twitch machine. Love it. Ryan, half PPR flex. Bob Woods, Brandon Cooks, Elijah Mitchell. Sky, who you got? Ooh, those are good options.
Yeah, they are. This is a brain teaser here. Cook. Oh man, I'm gonna go Mitchell.
Same. Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Damn, I hope Woods pops though.
I just hope Mitchell does not get a shot in the ribs in the first quarter.
I know. You know that's happening. That's the craziest part is
God.
I just don't like to predict injuries, but we know it's happening. He's
Dude,
gonna
and
get
then
hurt.
it's Jeff Wilson season. Elijah Mitchell's gone the rest of the year. Jeff
Jermichael
Wilson,
Don't
Hasty.
say this, boys. Don't do this.
Zach Moss or Edmonds this week. Full PPR, Buck.
Edmonds.
Eddie.
Zach Moss.
I traded Jonathan Taylor for Monty and Debo. L or W? I'm going L. I think Monty.
L.
I think JT's the best running back in the league.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
I'm going to
gonna
go that
say-
far, but yeah, definitely top 3.
I'm gonna say L right now, Weston, and I'm sure you and I will talk about this. L right now, but in 2 or 3 weeks that could be a big dub if Debo can keep it up.
Yep. Yeah, he's still got Eckler and Najee too.
I think the trade though is A, fair, and B, worth it if your team is dominating, because if Monty comes back healthy and Debo keeps up, I think you're fine.
I disagree so much on that. JT is going to be a monster. His offensive line is healthy now. He didn't have Quentin Nelson for the first couple of weeks. He didn't have Braden Smith. Now they're healthy, and Carson Wentz is healthy, and I think they're going to steamroll people. I think he's on the ground. It's going to be awesome.
I
think JT is top 3 to 5 all rest of the season.
Kylan Granson getting involved doesn't worry you, Bob?
You're right. Forget it. Yep, Demont and Debo.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
All right, Bob. Half PPR. Booker, McNichols, Tony, or Goddard.
Oh my God, Dallas Goedert is going to be an absolute psychopath today. I love it so much. But never pick a tight end over good running back option, and it's Booker for me.
Booker.
Goddard.
Oh man, I want to say Goddard so bad.
He's so good today.
I'm gonna go with the running back though. I will go with the running back. Good luck to
Jay
you.
Della in the place, boys.
What up?
What's up, boys?
Jordan.
Fresh off the bye week, my man.
I had back-to-back bye weeks. In fact,
There
probably
you go.
had one bye week, traded right into another bye week.
That's
Well,
like the
guess what?
opposite. Emmanuel Sanders was traded and then didn't have a bye week a couple years ago. Is that correct? I think he
Yeah,
played like
correct.
17 games because he never had a bye week. But Jordan,
Talk
great
about-
to have you back.
Talk about foreshadowing for the future.
Jordan, you're jumping right into the fire here for Harris, Justin Herbert, or Joe Burrow. I have Chase and Eckler. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, with Chase, I kind of like going with Burrow just because you have the stack. Obviously, Austin Eckler does a little bit of pass catching out of the backfield as well. But I'll go with Herbert against the Eagles.
I love how
Scott.
all of us vote for players against our own teams. At least Bob, Jordan, and I, because we're just like, nah, we're not stopping people. That's rough. Yeah, I'm gonna go Herbert and Eckler. It's a T. Higgy day, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
I'm going Burrow here.
I'm going Burrow as well. Team Burrow. There we go. Bobby kickers need a kicker. Crosby has not done much lately, so Crosby, Gano, Boswell, Gold, or Koo. Thanks, Buck Army.
BK1, get it.
None of those guys. I'll tell you who you got to get. You got to get. It starts with Dan Carlson. If you can get him, Nick Folk, or two well-owned guys, go get them. If after that you can't get those guys, Reggie, don't call me Randy, or Randy, don't call me Reggie Bullock is on our list as another guy, and then also Jake Elliott in Philly. No double doinks for this guy. If that was Philly, I forget which one it was. That's who I like
Philly.
as the fifth option.
It was Chicago against Philly. I just want to
Right.
clarify that. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yep.
That's why we have a resident Philly guy.
Cody
So those are my
Parkey.
five.
Yep, it was Cody Parkey. Former
Yes.
Eagle, went to the Bears, double doinked against the Eagles for the
Oof,
Bears.
rough. That's a rough return.
Dude, Jake Elliott's a good kicker. We got a super down there, Buck.
Niners had David Akers there for a few years. He was
Yeah.
dominant, other than drunk driving.
True.
We got a nice try. He's going to come to the company picnic there, Scott.
That's what I'm talking, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you gonna
Where
like?
would
Are
we
you,
have it? Like,
Well,
let's yeah.
well,
like, would it be like
we're a
Kansas
national.
since
We're a
yeah,
national brand, so we'll have to meet in the middle somewhere.
I'm thinking like Nebraska, like a nice corn.
That's a
Huskers team.
terrible choice. No offense to the Cornhuskers in the audience.
I will say that is a bad choice.
Yeah, that's horrendous. Maybe like
I
St.
prefer
Louis or
like
something.
middle Texas, somewhere in there.
Okay.
So
Now,
Oklahoma.
nice try.
Gainwell or Pollard.
It's
full PPR.
It's probably Pollard, but I want Gainwell. Are you showing up as yourself, or are you going to show up in like one of those like T-Rex inflatable suits, so we still don't actually know who you are? Like I'm kind of curious how that would happen. Nice try, but you're welcome to join us for the company picnic.
Would we do a picnic? What would we actually do?
If it's so, I don't even know if we can with like COVID stuff. If it's like post-pandemic, yeah, a potluck is always the best option.
okay.
No,
All
come to
absolutely.
Florida.
Dude, Bucky
You
and I
guys
live in
come to
Florida.
Florida. There's no COVID down here.
There's no
Oh, that's
rules.
right. I forgot it doesn't exist outside of the Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah. We could do a 40-yard dash.
COVID.
And we
Dude,
all
COVID
run
hasn't existed.
40s.
COVID hasn't existed in like 18 months in Florida.
Now
I have a bad feling that Jordan would crush us all at the 40.
we're doing it
Really
You know,
bad
combine.
feeling.
It's funny. I was about to out myself. I knew you guys would think that. I'm pretty confident. I'd probably place right in the middle. I'm putting myself at third.
Hold
In
on a
the
second.
40?
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Jordan's a pitcher, not a center fielder. Okay, so like let's just.
And before I was a pitcher, I was a catcher. So I was even.
oh, he's
slow
even
before
slower.
that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good, dude. We're good.
I would win. I would win the 40.
I would
Levy,
pull
I don't
Hammy
know, man.
20 yards in. I'm not doing that. Nope. I'll watch. I'll be the guy with the clicker. No, thank
We're
you.
running a
because
combine.
I have
Leave
my
March in Florida. We're running a combine for the show. We have to.
Can I
Pre-draft.
talk
run
on
a
this
combine.
real quick? Leave
Yes.
it. I saw you get thrown out at first base, and you
From
were
right field.
gunning it. You were gunning it. And I've never seen you run slower. And I'm thinking to myself, is that because he's slow? Or is that because we're just old ass men now? And I think it's you're old.
I'll tell you what, Buck. I am still sore from Thursday night softball, and it is Sunday morning.
Yeah, exactly, man.
We're all
I
Julio
watched
Jones,
you
all right?
run.
Let's just face it. We're all Julio Jones.
Can we
I
answer
won
the
a
question?
40-yard dash.
We should be better than we are.
I could run a 5.3.
Tony Pollard.
Pollard.
Gainwell.
God, nice try. Jeez, great conversation, but just derails us constantly. Good Lord.
Mini Jordan, full point PPR. We're gonna go to Big Jordan on this one. Scott or Hyde?
No James Robinson.
Yeah, no James Robinson.
Bills.
It's a tough matchup against the Bills. It's not a good offense in Jacksonville. Chargers are not great against the running back. I mean, I don't think you're going to have the 4 running back rush touchdowns from the Eagles again this week, but I do lean Boston Scott here.
Yeah, Gainwell's going to have those 4, so you probably want to sit Scott. I'd go Hyde.
Well, no Justin Zimmer really kind of sways me to Hyde here, but I'm going to lean Scott just slightly ahead of Hyde.
It's a concern, Bob. It's a concern, and it resonates within me. But I'm going to go with Boston Scott. Give me the Beantown boy.
I'm going Carlos Hyde. So 3 against
Jesus. Against the Bills. Are you insane, Levy?
Requisite touches. Boston Scott's going to go for 9 carries for 23 yards today.
And 3 touchdowns. Get the hell out of here. Terrible.
Bills are going to crush this team.
Weston Morgan, Kittle or Schultz? Sky.
What up, Weston? Big time TCKer in the listener league. Shouts out to Weston. We're going Schultz, and I want to roll my boy Kitty, but I can't. Full PPR, I'm going to go Schultz here.
This will go me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Blake Jarwin's out today. That makes Dalton Schultz probably a full-time player. I am going to go Dalton Schultz.
D. Schultz.
I will go Schultz as well.
Bob, you're up first here. Carlos Hyde or Darrell Williams?
It's Darrell Williams.
D. Will.
Jordan.
Williams for me as well.
Dwill
as well. Bob, you're up first, I think, here. Kittle or actually, Buck, you're up first. Kittle or Goddard?
Goddard.
Jordan.
Goddard. Go Birds.
Go Dare.
Go Birds.
Goddard for me as well. We got that one. Bateman or Agnew in a full PPR flex. Jordan, who you got?
I'll go Agnew. I don't know why. Yeah, Agnew.
You do know why. It just hurts you.
I do know why. It's just like you can't. It's not a pretty name. It's one that you like hate seeing in your lineup. But like when your decision is between Bateman or Agnew, in a full PPR, I'll take Agnew.
Bateman, assuming he's healthy.
Bob?
So they say he's a high risk for re-injury in week 9.
Who? Bateman?
Bateman. High risk.
He's got a
for
groin,
re-injury.
right?
Groin injury.
Terrible. Maybe the worst injury outside of a break, a groin injury. Absolutely debilitating.
I'm going to go Agnew, I guess, in that case.
I pulled my groin in 2004. It was a rough time.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to go Agnew here. I love the number 39, so I'm going to stick with Agnew.
I'm going Agnew as well.
Hold on. Steven Jackson.
Great running back.
39.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great number.
Yeah, that was good. Did you just
Bob hates it, but I love it.
I never said that. I don't know why you feel that you have to say things like that, Buck, but okay.
I interpret.
Can you think of any other relevant 39 in the history of the NFL other than Steven Jackson?
You are Elias. You really just break random fun facts. So why don't you tell us who the 39 is, Sky? Anyone?
Steven Jackson.
Spencer.
Okay, let's go to
Maybe we should move on.
Joey Dell.
Guy, you're up first here. Kittle, whatever his name is, and Evan Ingram at tight end this week.
It's Albert Okwuegbunam for me.
Okwuegbunam.
That boy Buck.
Big Albert O.
Shot.
Let's do it.
Cheating.
Man, I've been waiting this long to play Kittle. I'm playing Kittle.
He was so good at Missouri, guys. Like he was a killer.
With Drew Lock, folks. Come on.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see his yards per route run this year. He's been so good in like limited work. Sorry, I'm talking out loud. Go ahead, keep going.
Jordan, who you got?
For me, it's Albert O as well, going up against Dallas.
All right, I'm going Kittle. Whatever, guys. Bob, you're up first here. Has Kyler Murray been ruled out? Am I
He's
missing
not
something?
out yet.
He has
Okay,
not
he's
been ruled out yet.
yet. He's not.
Stop
He's playing the
I-
late window, so we won't know until the afternoon.
Right.
Ray, I'm sorry. I just lashed at you. That was not personal, but come on, folks.
Should I pick up and play Jacoby Brissett versus Texans or Daniel Jones versus Raiders, Jimmy G versus Cardinals, or Tyrod versus Miami? Bob, if you are in his shoes and you've got Kyler Murray and he's not officially out, what are you doing here?
I'm going Tyrod. I think he has a good matchup against Miami, and I think that would be my pick if I'm going to pivot from Kyler.
Tyrod as well.
I might go Danny Dimes against the Las Vegas.
I thought about that too, but the Raiders defense has been sneaky, especially in the secondary there. And I think they're going to be pretty hyped and rally around the guys on the team that actually give a shit. So I think they're going to play pretty well today. Can't go Jimmy G out of spite. Jacoby Brissett or Tyrod Taylor. I've faded Tyrod all day long. It stops now. Tyrod Taylor, fire him up against Miami.
Yeah, I'm going Tyrod in this scenario as well. Good luck, Ray. Thanks for tuning in as always, buddy. Weston wants to know Carlos Hyde or Damian Harris in PPR, Buck.
Harris, easy.
Number 1 against the run, Carolina. Can I vet that real quick?
I'm totally fine with Harris.
Yeah, I am too.
I am as well.
He's a better player.
I agree. He's awesome. But, hate to see Brandon Bolden go for 2 touchdowns today with fucking fantasy football. So dumb.
Bob, are you going Harris
You
or
speak the truth, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Harris.
Harris. It's Harris.
There you go. If you love love, then who's gonna love because love needs love.
These are just straight facts. Honestly, I wrote this down before too at like 8:15 in the morning. I wrote this exact statement down, and it's super. This is how connected we are with our viewers. I really appreciate these kind of sentiments, and thank you.
Also, I'm reminded of the great poet DMX, rest in peace, who once said, "If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours." That's in the song "Slippin'," and I don't think he actually made up that quote, but it's really profound. So I agree.
He also was quoted
Fantastic.
as "ride or die." What you really want,
Dude,
what you really want.
Slipping such a deep
what you
song.
really- Dude, hey, DMX, man. Shouts out to him. He had some deep shit.
He did.
All right, we got nice try back in the mix. 1296. We're
Ingram.
rhyming. Ingram or Peterson in a flex, full PPR.
Or surprise guest. I like that.
You want to get on here? Nice try. We got to vet you first.
I think a surprise guest may be some random person we're not thinking about on the waivers.
Tony. It's Tony. It's his buddy Tony. I know it. We'll go to Jordan first here. Ingram or Peterson?
Yeah, for
Flex.
me, I mean, I think we obviously know Ingram's role, and behind Kamara there on the Saints, I lean Peterson. I know he's obviously just signed with the Titans, and not sure if it's going to be him or McNichols, but I'll take the shot that it's going to be Peterson getting a bulk of that Derrick Henry work.
Yeah, he should at least get goal line work. And nice try. No disrespect. We love you very much and appreciate your contributions. But for you and your crew, I'm thinking we're going to need background checks. So you just let us know how we run that, and then we'll vet you before you come on.
So, yeah, I'm going to go Adrian Peterson.
There we go.
Peterson.
All right, boys. I'm heading out in 2 minutes, so let's power through a couple more. Big Ben or Kyler? Jordan.
What time does Big Ben play?
Monday night.
Monday night. I mean, then you just roll with Kyler if he's active. You see what the news is. If you feel comfortable with playing whether he's limited or full go, whatever. And if not, you have the ability to swap in Big Ben because he plays after him.
Nailed it.
I literally have an alarm set on my phone because I have this exact scenario for 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today that literally says Big Ben or Kyler. So
put your alarm at 12:45, dude. Don't get caught like that. I'm serious. You're out doing something, mowing the
game's
lawn.
at 120 or 125 though, I think. So I got time.
Okay. All right.
He's out at a vineyard.
Yeah,
I
He's
am.
getting
exactly.
all grapey.
Exactly. You're eating a bunch of raisins. You know what I mean? You're just Jimmy Garoppoloing it up. You got to be careful.
Oh, Scott, you're up first. PPR read 3. Hollywood, AJ Brown, Sutton, Kirk, and Woods. PPR,
Yep.
3 wide receivers.
Sit Sutton and Oh God. AJ Brown and Hollywood are in. And man, Bob got me fired up on Kirk this morning. Do we have an update on DeAndre Hopkins? No, we're not going to know about any of those guys till 1, huh? Damn. When do the Rams play? Sunday night. Okay.
Sunday night, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go Hollywood, AJ Brown, and Kirk. And if Kirk doesn't, or if DeAndre Hopkins doesn't play or whatever, I think I feel better about that. If Kyler is out, I'll go Woods. So it's very complicated. I apologize, but I want Hollywood, Brown, and Kirk. Unless Kyler's out, then I'll go Woods.
Woods, Brown, Hollywood.
Same 3, Bob. Woods, Brown, Hollywood.
Someone just got an AOL Messenger.
That was a throwback.
That was my computer telling me that my screen time was up 37% from last week.
Nice.
That's a lot, dude.
That's a big percentage.
Was it a big week this week or just a slow week last week?
Yeah,
that's a valid question.
37's a lot.
I've been really doing a lot of
37%, Levy.
That is like I need to take a step
It's
back.
time for you to go. It's
That's
time
a little-
for you to leave.
That's a little too much ChubbHub.com. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on that note, I will leave you with Hollywood, AJ Brown, and Bob Woods. Good luck this week. Thank you guys. Love you all.
Peace, Levy.
And we're at
See you, Levy.
8:49, by the way, 8:49 Pacific Standard Time.
8:49. I'm on it. All right, y'all. Let's get going. I'll step in the host chair here for a second. I'll bounce out to do some roster constructions as well. My man Weston. Yeah, I think this is from earlier. Yes, of course. I jump into the questions. Appreciate you jumping in here. Should I flex Landry or Bateman? Buck.
Landry.
Landry
as well.
Landry. Damn it. Bateman though. All right, John Wick.
Sky, what was that noise?
Sorry,
man?
I malfunctioned.
That was
an accident.
awesome.
That was an accident. All right, with
We
Kyler
got
hurt.
one. We got a super chat.
Oh, a new one.
Timmy
yep, okay.
Westby coming in here. 2-point PPR needs a running back, a wide receiver, and a flex. Khalil Herbert, Devonte Booker, Ingram, Bateman, Jones Jr., DJ Moore.
I love this 2-point PPR.
So we
Every
need
single time
3
he
out
puts
of
it up
this with 1 running back. Go to Bob.
So it sounds like what I hear, Pro Football Doc is saying that Montgomery's not going to play Monday.
Yeah.
So it gives me a little more positive, even if he is active. So I'm going to go Herbert and Booker as my 2 slam dunks here. And I'm going to take the matchup and just go with Bateman. I think he has a better matchup versus Minnesota with no Patrick Peterson. DJ Moore's playing New England. They're not going to let DJ Moore beat him. Maybe because CMC's back, they do. But I'm going to go Bateman, Booker, Herbert.
I agree.
Jordan.
Darnold's a game time decision. Yeah, he's not ruled out yet.
He's in.
Does it matter?
He's in.
Yeah,
It does. I mean, PJ Walker versus Sam Darnold. I mean, they both suck, but at least Sam Darnold's got a little bit of some
Sucks
success
less.
under his belt. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, in a 2-point PPR, Booker's the easy choice for me. I think the other 2 then are Herbert and DJ Moore.
Okay, we just had a similar question here. John Wick, with Kyler hurt, do I roll with him or Big Ben? We had mentioned this. Go with Kyler. If Kyler's out, then you can roll with Big Ben. Big Ben or Jordan Love, Mark G. Bucky.
Love. I want the upside. I want to see what he has.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Love.
Don't love it, but love.
Buck, do you have an update? You had an intense gasp there.
Yeah, we got nice try here. No felonies.
Okay.
That
good.
boy.
We are cool. They're vetted. Ask me. I really don't know. Nice try. I love you, guy.
No,
Like, you
so
know, we got to vet. We got to vet.
does the no felonies mean there's misdemeanors? Because I can fuck with some misdemeanors. That's fine,
Yeah,
whatever. Hey,
You
I
can
can
do
do
a
a
lot of
picnic.
petty
I
stuff.
can picnic with a misdemeanor, so I'm good with that. So I'm in.
Listen, my
vetted.
rap sheet is littered with misdemeanors.
Gotcha. Okay.
A ton of them.
Yeah.
But
That's
I'm still
nuts.
good. I'm good.
All right. Cool.
And I don't want to get too off script here, but depending on the actual cause of the felony and what you've done since then, I'd be willing to at least discuss the matter. It's not an automatic for me.
There were no
But-
felonies.
Exactly. But even if there were, I think I would at least have a conversation by phone, of course. But I could get down with some misdemeanors. We all went to high school. Shit happens. All right, let's move on here. Darrell Williams, not Frank Gore, half PPR. Which Chiefs running back are you feeling, Jordan?
I'm feeling Darrell Williams more. I mean, I think Derek Gore will get more of be more involved in the rush work, especially after a good showing last week. But even in a half PPR, I'll lean Darrell Williams.
Yeah, I'll take the starter, Darrell Williams.
Darrell Williams.
D-Dub.
Okay, D-Dub or Hyde? Standard scoring. No Zimmer. Bucky.
D-Dub.
Agree.
Williams.
Same. QQB League. Brady on bye. And I don't know about Kyler. Need 2. Trevor, Big Ben, or Kyler. We need 2.
You might
Jordan.
Yeah, it's the same situation here where you have to start Trevor, I think, and you put in Kyler and see if he's good to go. You can roll with him and go Trevor Kyler. If not, you have to swap in Big Ben.
So I think the question is, okay, so Kyler's Kyler, whatever. We're going to all have to deal with that. Do you start Trevor or Big Ben 1-to-1, Jordan?
Well, I think I start Trevor just because you have to have the flexibility of
You have to have somebody in there in case Kyler bails, and then, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. That's fair. I like that. Buck.
Same boat.
Sure.
Bobo?
Let's do it.
All right.
I like that.
Okay. All right. Sea-Dog back in the mix. Is Christian Kirk a play this week, Bob?
I do think he is. Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins is looking very doubtful. No AJ Green, and the San Francisco is a slot funnel defense, so they do allow points to the slot. So I think Christian Kirk will be okay, even with Colt McCoy.
I agree.
Agreed.
Darrell Williams or Goddard, half PPR. Let's go to Buck.
D-Dub.
Can I abstain as an Eagles fan? Because I
can.
kind of want to say Goddard, but as like a fantasy analyst, I don't want to say Goddard. Like I know Darrell Williams is the right answer, but I kind of want to give Goddard the pat on the butt.
I will say, and oh man, yeah, half PPR. I lean Darrell Williams, but the Chargers have been dominant in the secondary, but not over the middle. And Goddard is that number one, I think. So I think you can get away with either one of these guys, but I would personally probably lean Darrell Williams.
How many tight ends would you start over Goddard this week? I just feel like if this is a flex question, I would love to know your tight end because I love Goddard, but I don't think Darrell Williams is like he's been great, especially in any PPR format. So
yeah,
I'm going to go Williams slightly ahead, but I would be interested to hear what the tight end situation is because Goddard is pretty much a top 5 tight end this week.
Yeah, he is top 5 for me. Kelsey, Waller, Andrews, Pitts, and Mike Gesicki, surprisingly enough, is right on that bubble with Schultz and Higbee, but Goddard is number 5 for me.
I don't know if this changes your rankings at all, Sky, but I did have a dream last night that I choked out Dallas Goedert.
Wait, choked him out?
Yeah, I choked him out.
All right, let's just do this real quick. I mean, that's great. But since the weirdest part is like that didn't faze me. I was like, okay, I'm glad that Jordan's open. I was more excited that Jordan's opening up about his dreams than choking out.
Bob,
But, yeah.
please stop talking.
So anyway,
2 seconds.
No.
We got our guy Jordan on. He's choking out Dallas Goedert in his dreams.
Okay. I'm sorry. We
need
are
a moment
behind
of reflection on this.
I'm
is
sorry.
a serious, momentous occasion.
We are
It's
confirmed
confirmed that
here.
Jordan De La Valle can choke out Dallas Goedert. It's confirmed.
We are behind.
I'm
We have a
going
number
Williams.
of questions. Yeah, I just want to know what the circumstance was. Jordan, 30 seconds or less. How did you end up choking out Dallas Goedert?
It's a full story, but the real brief version is end of the fantasy season. We were heading into the playoffs. I obviously had Goddard on my team. We were at it might have been the TCK Pod company picnic. It was some picnic. And Goddard tells me he's retiring in the middle of the season.
That seems premature.
I needed him for the fantasy playoffs, and naturally I choked them out.
Naturally.
By the way, boys, I don't think you can read this. Can you read that?
Up 17%?
Yeah. It's not as bad, huh? My screen time up 17%. Okay, let's move on here. Sea-Dog, Tucker or Carlson? This is a Bobo question all day
That's a
long.
Bob question.
That's elite company right there. Tucker or Carlson?
I think Justin Tucker's probably the only kicker you can auto start, right? So I'm okay with Tucker always.
Yeah, he's the CM Tucker, we call him. Tucker Kelsey. All right, roll out Galladay or hope for Allen Robinson? Yikes. Buck.
Why?
Roll out Galladay. See what happens. It's a mess.
Della.
I agree. Roll out Galladay. I mean, Robinson's just doesn't have it.
Bobo.
Yeah, Galladay. Let's do it.
Yep, same. All right, Jose Vega on Facebook. Shouts out to our Facebook crew. Hubbard, Herbert, or Moss, full point PPR. Jordan.
Well, it sounds like CMC's back, so
Yep.
it's not Hubbard for me in a full point PPR. I mean, I kind of like the touchdown upside of Moss this week against Jacksonville. Yeah, I'll go Moss.
Bob.
Moss.
Moss. Damn it. I want Herbert to just be good. Ubiquitously. Good morning. My QB waiver wire is decimated and I need one. Who should I start? Taylor, Love, Brissett. I'm a Love guy.
Love.
Taylor.
50-50, sorry. Florian, Gutenberger, Bateman or Julio? Wow. Jordan.
Julio for me.
Julio, man. Come on. Just stay healthy, please,
Yeah.
for the love of God. For the love of God.
I am so intimidated by Florian Gutenberger.
Yeah, it's a nice name. Full.
Bateman.
It's like I'm not a big wine guy, but people are like, that's a really full mouth of like palate or whatever on wine. However that happens. Florian Gutenberg is a nice full kind of palate there. Well done.
Oh, he's
Shouts out
got
to your
it.
folks.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
full
Shouts
body.
out to
It's
your-
a full
yeah,
body right there.
full body. Shouts out to your folks there.
Yeah,
Jose
I didn't
Vega.
answer, but I don't remember what I said, but I'm sure I answered.
Okay. You said Julio. Come on, man. That's
Okay,
what you
yeah,
said.
let's
like
do
literally
that.
that's what
Yeah,
you said. Yeah,
that's
please stay
good.
healthy. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
okay.
that was the replay of you.
Awesome.
All right, Renfro, Waddle, Beasley, half PPR, Buck.
Waddle.
Waddle for me as well.
Waddle.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Renfro could have a nice game, though, today. We'll see what happens. All right. CA Oxide. Start 3. Peoples Jones, Derek Gore, Agnew, KJ Osborne, and Singletary. Scraping the barrel, boys. We got 3 here. Let's start with Jordan.
Starting 3, it's going to be Agnew, Peoples Jones. Oh, God. I don't know. Flip a 3-sided coin for the rest of these 3.
DPJ, easy for me. And DPJ, Gore, and Agnew.
Minnesota's got Baltimore. Yeah. Ooh, geez.
You in the lab there, Bob?
Bob's doing
Well,
math.
I'm just looking at the chart here. Yeah, I'm gonna
How
go
many
the same
screens do you have?
3, but that's not important. What's
Not bad.
important is that I'm here, but you are what I'm mostly focused on, Buck. So don't worry about it. The screens are secondary. I'm gonna go Peoples Jones, Derek Gore, Agnew.
I'm going to go DPJ, Agnew, Singletary.
Self. Good morning. Was hoping you'd fly in here under the radar. All right. Are we trusting Debo or should I flex Edwards? We're trusting Debo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harris, Aaron Jones, or Nick Chubb, half PPR. Bob. That's a big one.
I'm gonna go Aaron Jones. The matchup's too good, so I know Jordan Love's in there, but it seems like the team has confidence in Jordan Love. So if that's true, it's still Aaron Jones.
AJ.
Jones for me as well.
Likewise. Victor, good luck this week, Buck, in the Listener League. Hooper or Derek Gore, tight end premium. Don't get a lot of tight end premium questions. Tight end premium, for
I like
anybody
tight end
unaware, is
premium.
basically you get an extra point
Hooper.
or a half point for your tight end position.
Hooper.
Hooper's the right answer here. I mean, with OBJ now gone, like you got to distribute some of that pass volume. I don't think it's all going to go to DPJ, so I'll go Hooper.
I agree. Tim Gonzalez, Agnew, Beasley, half PPR or full PPR, excuse me, Buck.
Beasley.
Beasley.
Beasley if he's healthy. We're caught up on supers, correct?
Yep.
Okay. CP, sup guys? Great show. Thank you. Full PPR, pick 1, Mooney, Tony, or D-Hop. Wow.
Oof.
Hopkins in the wrong mix here. but he is beat up. Kyler concerns. I get it. Let's help CP out. Jordan, you first. Mooney, Tony, D-Hop.
Yeah, actually, I had a similar choice. For me, it was Galladay or D-Hop. The tough part is that, you don't even know if D-Hop's going to start. He is in the later slot. Tony is in the earlier slot. I think Mooney is as well. But even if D-Hop plays, you don't know if Kyler's playing, right? He's expected to be out. How's D-Hop look with Colt McCoy? Unless you need the home run play, I'll start Tony.
D-Hop.
Oh, man. Yeah, me too. But if you go D-Hop and he doesn't play for some reason or Kyler's out, then I would flex to Mooney on Monday night. All right, Harris, I'm not sure I'm keeping up here. There's either like puns and jokes involved or I'm not getting it. Albert Equip. So Albert Equip Anon. So Alberto. Or Tyler Coughlin, which is Conklin. Non-PPR. I can't tell if you're joking or on purpose. Either way. Alberto,
Conklin.
Tyler Conklin, non-PPR.
Conklin.
Conklin as well.
We got a super chat here, bud.
Get it.
Bateman or Mike Davis, PPR. Sky will go to you first.
Bateman. Mike Davis is Mike Davis, and the Saints don't allow running backs.
They just don't allow them. They don't play against them.
No,
Only
it's all
quarterbacks, receivers, and okay.
Which is
knowing that, I'll go Bateman as well.
Exactly.
Bateman.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, Simon. Frezond, Tyrod, Brissett, or Kirk. Superflex. Buck.
Tyrod.
I go Kirk.
Yeah, I'm kind of 50-50.
You go Christian Kirk over Tyrod?
Yeah.
What if
I don't know, man.
I'm assuming it's Kirk Cousins. I'm assuming it's Kirk Cousins.
No, I'm thinking that's Christian Kirk.
I am too, actually.
Oh, really? I thought it was Kirk Cousins.
Oh, if it's Cousins, I want Cuzzy.
Yeah, it's easy. But why go, Tyrod first name, Brissett last name, Kirk last and first name.
Yeah, he's flopping on it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Read between the lines. Great movie, School of Rock. Okay, let's go Kirk Cousins or Tyrod Taylor. Fair?
In that case, I'd go Kirk.
Okay.
Kirk.
Cousins.
Jordan Love, Derek Carr.
Carr
against Giants, yeah.
Carr as well. Sup, guys? Full PPR, pick 2. Mooney, D-Hop. Oh, I think we did this already. Also, most boats are out of the water, but any small craft advisories I should know about. Great Lakes region. Buck?
No, there really are not any small craft advisories on the day today. I will say, though, always take caution on the water. Always take caution. I watched Titanic yesterday, and I'm still shook up from it, Sky.
Yeah, likewise. Actually, I grew up next to the coast in California. Spent a lot of time in the ocean. It's unpredictable. You need to respect the waves. Also, when I'm out and my lady's out and we're doing life things, my dog watches TV while we're gone to keep her comfortable, right? Baywatch has been the most recent show, and I've come home on occasion. I'm mid-episode, and honestly, there's some sketchy shit that goes down in the ocean you just can't prepare for. So be careful.
Exactly.
CP, please. We do have another super.
It was live, Jordan. It was a live take.
Love this.
I mean, the best part is I actually had that dream. Like I wasn't just for the show. I woke up. I told my girlfriend too. I woke up. I was like, I had a dream I choked out Dallas Goedert. It wasn't even around his neck. Like I grabbed him around the chest too. Like I didn't get up in under the chin.
Well, if you go chest, you could risk cardiac arrest. That I think is a little more suspect if you're going to go chest compressions there. All right, Victor, am I the only one still crying, laughing at the best dream known to man? No,
Trust me.
I'm crying inside. I'm just trying to focus.
Yeah, this will live with me for a long time.
Yeah. No, feel free to share your dreams with us, folks, but just keep them PG-13 if you wouldn't mind. Mike Davis or Rashad Bateman for Drift Cat. This is Rashad Bateman easy.
Bateman.
IMO. Okay. B-Dubs. Mitchell. Cordero Patterson, half PPR. I'm going to go C-Pat here. They're going to need to throw out of the backfield with Simeon or whomever. I know I think the Saints are going to put up some points here, and it's not going to be Mike Davis, so I'll go C-Pat.
Patterson.
Dude's a wide receiver playing running back.
Yeah,
Literally.
he is. He is. I'll go Mitchell, though.
Nice try with just a generic question. Like to see that. Dearness or Gainwell? Love that. Dearness Johnson or Kenny Gainwell, who's going to absolutely dominate today. It's Gainwell for me.
Gainwell.
I mean, without Goddard, what are the Eagles going to do?
That's true. I don't know if that news broke yet. I don't know if people know that he's not showing up today.
Yeah, he's been choked out.
We got a super here.
Get it.
Drift Cat, Bateman or Freeman, PPR.
You going Ravens here. I love Bateman, as you know, all morning long. But if you're going to go running back here, I'm going to go Rashad. PPR, I'm going to go Rashad Bateman. But Freeman could have a nice game, too, off the bye. Latavius Murray out once again. Le'Veon Bell's not Le'Veon Bell anymore. So I'll go Bateman, but I do like Freeman.
Jordan?
I'll go Bateman as well.
Bateman.
Yeah.
Okay. Sea-Dog, Rodnail or Kirk? Jordan.
I'll go Kirk.
I think Kirk, too, because I just think Colt McCoy probably has more overall reps with Kirk. And Rodnail is, I don't know what his workload is actually going to be. Is DeAndre Hopkins doubtful? Can we get an official vet on that tag, boys, as I go along here? When you check that, please? Let's move on. Sea-Dog. Also, I have Hollywood. Is there an update on Bateman or Watkins? Watkins is out. Bateman, I believe, is still questionable, but we can vet that too. Jordan, I see you digging. Look at Bateman and Hopkins. We get Bob back here in a little bit. We'll get a updated injury report. Also, folks, we have officially caught up on our questions here in just a second, so we will be back at it with you. All right, Brandon Cooks or Cordero Patterson in the flex PPR. Buck.
I'm going to go Cordell Patterson. I think he has a good game today.
Jordan?
Well, first, the injury updates. Rashad Bateman is expected to play.
Mm-hmm.
However, Hopkins is, we'll know during pregame warmups, but not much optimism.
Again, that's the later window too, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so what's this question? Cooks or Patterson, flex in PPR? Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. I'm going to go Patterson in full PPR. Mustard. Lake Placid too. Exactly. I mean, you got crocodiles, alligators, depending where you live. Let's not forget about Jaws, obviously. Deep Blue Sea, which we brought up a few weeks ago. Look, sharks that swim backwards, you're in serious trouble. Let's not forget about Anaconda, another cinematic catastrophe. So yeah, be very careful out there on the water, folks. Mac Jones, Big Ben, Brissett, Jordan.
Mac Jones.
Mac
Jones. Who wouldn't go Patterson? Dude is insane. And Mitchell has that rib injury he'll be playing through. Mustard, you got it. Self, Scott or Herbert, PPR. Jordan?
That's Khalil Herbert.
Yeah,
Boston Scott.
Correct.
I'm going to lean Boston Scott. I mean, Eagles leaned on Boston last week. In a PPR, Boston Scott could get a lot of work. Again, Dallas is out. He's not showing up today.
B. Scott.
All right. Mark G, Terod Taylor, Jordan Love, Big Ben, Bucky.
Love. Give me Love. I love Love.
I don't, so I'll go Tyrod.
Yeah, I love Love too. Not even average. So
me neither, buddy.
So it's just below average, right? I mean, that's what not even average would be, right? Below average, but below average has quite the scale as well. So PPR, Kittle or Ertz? Then big question. I have C-Mac, Henderson, and D Johnson. Start 2 of 3. Again, probably Deontay. So let's go one by one here. Kittle or Ertz, Buck?
We go Ertz. I don't trust Kittle's health. That's my main concern. I'm going to go Ertz there.
I'm going to go Ertz there as well, with the question of whether or not D-Hop plays or not. If he doesn't, obviously a little bit of an uptick there for Ertz. So I'll go Ertz over Kittle.
Ertz. All right. I will go Ertz as well. C-Mac Henderson, Deontay Johnson. Pick two. Who are you sitting out of the three here, Buck?
Dearness Johnson.
Well, I'm sitting Duke. So Jordan could sit David.
I was going to say that leaves me to sit David or even Deontay.
Yeah, you got to play CMC, and he's officially active. You got to play Henderson. I can't imagine sitting Deontay Johnson, though, in a full PPR league.
I mean, who would your receivers be that you're sitting Deontay over?
Right. All right, Harris, Freeman, or Boston Scott, 9 PPR. Jordan.
Boston Scott.
Scott.
I hate this is like the 5th time I've hyped up Boston Scott in a start sit question. I think he's just going to flop. It's going to be a Gainwell. You're right, Sky. It's going to be Gainwell this week now.
The real Kenny G. All right. I need 2 of these 4 players. Emmanuel Sanders, Julio Jones, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy. Pick 2, Buck.
Waddle. Sanders.
I want to go Waddle, Jeudy.
Waddle, Julio.
There you go.
Zombie lawyer. Think about the mental capacity of a zombie lawyer.
Well,
the
is it a lawyer
of a lawyer?
Is it a lawyer that's a zombie or a lawyer for zombies?
That's the key question there, Jordan. I don't know the answer.
Could be.
It's got to be a lawyer for zombies, because a zombie lawyer, I'm sorry, no disrespect, absolute trash. I would never sign them up. There's no chance. Khalil Herbert, Javonte Williams, the David Montgomery situation makes Herbert riskier. It does not. I don't think David Montgomery plays at all. If he does, it's limited at best. Javonte Williams, Khalil Herbert, Jordan.
Yeah, I go Herbert as well. I mean, if you want to say that the Montgomery situation makes Herbert riskier, then the Melvin Gordon situation makes Javonte Williams riskier, right? But we know that Melvin Gordon's playing. Yep. So I'd lean Herbert.
Yep. Boom.
Herbert.
Mustard's got our back. Bateman is playing. Thank you very much. Start Ayuk or Beasley. Full PPR. I'm leaning Ayuk because I'm worried about Beasley limited going through the game script. Thoughts? Ayuk or Beasley? Buck?
Beasley.
I'm going to go Ayuk. C-Dog. My team went downhill fast this year with injuries. It got worse every week. It happens. This past week, I lost James Robinson, Kyler, and Henry. Welcome to fantasy football. Time to make some trades. Time to hit that waiver wire. We are here for you. C-Dog. Harris, pick 2. DeAndre Hopkins, Adam Thielen, Debo Samuel, Jordan.
Thielen and Debo. I mean, yeah.
Same 2.
Thielen and Debo, because we're unsure on DeAndre Hopkins. I agree with you. Jack, Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, both playing elite defenses.
Cuzzy.
Yeah, Cousins as well.
I'll go with Cuzzy as well. We just don't know what we're going to get with a Derrick Henry-less Titans offense. Cameron, Bateman, Galladay, Rondale Moore. Bateman for me.
Bateman.
Galladay.
Oh, God.
Tyler, Renfro, Cole Beasley, Marvin Jones. Bucky.
Renfro.
Beasley.
Marvin Jones. Yikes. Sorry, Tyler. Need a flex. Cobb, Howard, Singletary, half PPR.
Is that Jordan Howard?
Singletary.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Jordan Howard. The ghost.
Yeah, it's got to be Singletary.
This point in the season,
Howard's
man, injuries, bye weeks. This is where we're at.
Howard's just not going to have the same week that he had last week. I don't think the Eagles running backs are going to. So it's got to be Singletary.
You know what? Half PPR, sneak attack. I'm going Randall Cobb, folks. Randall Cobb. Josh Campa. Good luck. Bradley. Oh, this is Brad. What's up, Brad? Keeping up with the Joneses in the PPR, half PPR, I should say, TCK Listener League. Brad, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you joining us. What's up, boys? Thinking Higbee or Freiermuth? Got to go to the tight end expert here. That's a Bobo question. Half PPR, Bobo. Higbee, Freiermuth. Mute.
Sorry, folks. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm flustered right now. I just had to make so many difficult decisions that I just hate myself internally.
I'm going to as well.
I can't wait to make so many bad. So anyway, I am going to lean Firemuth here slightly against Chicago. But I actually, when I dove back into Higbee, I'm back on Higbee. So that's good news.
Higbee.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's going to be whichever one of these two scores a touchdown. I think that's a little bit higher of a chance with Higbee. So I lean Higbee.
Yeah. I'll go Higbee as well. All right. I'm going to do a couple more here, and then it's my turn for roster management. Deontay. My bad. The other wide receivers. Okay. He's got Kupp and Jefferson killing it. So sit Deontay in that. Play your running backs. Yep. Not even average. By the way, you're at least average in our book. All right. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're minimum average. Yeah. I mean, here's average. Here's you. At least, right? I mean,
it's above.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. Brad, coming back here. And if you pick Higbee, would you drop Freiermuth for Deontay Foreman?
No.
Folks, if you remember, Deontay Foreman dominant at Texas, came in for Houston, tore his Achilles, tore his ACL. He's back, probably not playing much. Do not drop Freiermuth. I'll make that one easy here. Last one for me, Jeff Connor. McCaffrey or Gaskin, since we don't know how much McCaffrey will play. Jordan.
If McCaffrey plays one drive, I'd still rather start him over Gaskin. So
I'm in the same boat.
So I'm starting CMC, hoping he's at even 50%, 75%. Obviously, you want 100%, but I'm starting McCaffrey.
Same boat, McCaffrey.
CMC, don't overthink it, folks.
Yeah, let's hope CMC gets 2 drives and dominates for you. I'll be back.
All right, here we go. Standard scoring needs 2. Judy, Woods, Higgins, or Bateman. Bob, you're on the hot seat.
Woods and Higgins for me.
For me, it's Woods and Judy, but my real question is, when is PPR going to start being the standard scoring format?
I think half PPR is the best format, personally.
I believe on ESPN, standard is PPR.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of shifted a little bit. Yeah.
As it should. I'm a big PPR guy. Just because, I'm taking a shot on my wide receiver. If he goes 5 for 50, I feel good about a 10-point game. In non-PPR, I feel terrible about a 5-point game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want more love.
Yeah, non-PPR needs to go. That's insane. I have a non-PPR dynasty league. It is brutal. I mean, people are winning like 70 to 65. It's like so boring. But I think half PPR would be my preference. I think it's a nice little compromise.
All right, I'm going to go Woods and Higgins. I am with Bob. We got Dan here. Pick 3. Boston Scott, Eli Mitchell, Robert Woods, DJ Moore, full PPR. I'm getting rid of DJ Moore.
Yeah, how much? I think I was wrong about DJ Moore earlier today, personally. I'm looking through it. I'm going to stick with Moore. Moore, Woods, Mitchell.
I'm getting rid of Boston Scott. Start the other 3.
Hey, Jordan, is that pick behind you? You choking somebody out?
That's almost exactly what it looked like, except I actually came up from behind on Dallas. I knew I couldn't take him.
Dallas.
Wait a second. The story unravels to where you came from behind him to choke him out?
You think I could choke out Dallas right in front of him? Dude's what, like 6'4", 6'6"?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Of course,
Solid
I thought
point.
that was understood. Yeah, I got it. I got behind them and kind of came around.
Believe me, sir, that was not understood. And now that I know that you choke folks from behind, I got to think twice, what are we
At the
doing
company
with our guy
picnic, we're not
Jordan?
turning our back to Jordan at all.
Trust me, the company picnic is going to be something. All right. We got Dennis here. With CMC in, who should he start at flex? Is Moore a good insurance, or would you start Mitchell or Mike Williams over DJ Moore? Bob?
I would start Elijah Mitchell over DJ Moore.
I would start Mitchell over Moore, but I would also start Mike Williams. Going up against Philly, someone's gonna have a big day. So could be Mike.
I think that's just the homer in you.
It might be.
Because I see Mitchell being the play here.
Was that a question? So, Jordan, do you think in a vacuum? You think it's Mitchell or Williams?
Mitchell.
Okay.
It's a half PPR. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, here we go. We got Victor. We got a slot question here. Lindsey in or hope for Montgomery to play? Buddy, you're in dire straits. I don't think Montgomery plays. I do not think it happens.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough part. You can't risk the 0 really.
Is Lindsey your only option? That's crazy.
Maybe buys. Maybe he lost Henry. I don't. It's tough.
Yeah, got to play that waiver wire, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a random Scotty Phillips out there from Houston. He got more carries last week, so that's tough. But yeah, I guess you're gonna have to stuck with Lindsey, man. I don't think that's somebody who I'd start. I would definitely come back. Maybe try to scour the waiver wire, give us like the top 10 available guys, and maybe we can help you out.
All right, Drift Cat here. Claypool or Bateman? Jordan.
Claypool.
Bateman.
We got Stolen Fawn here thinking about Tony over DJ Moore. Is this person crazy? Bob?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Moore. I know the New England Patriots did shut down Mike Williams last week, but they got lit up by the Texans just a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. They're kind of spotty in the secondary. I'm gonna go DJ Moore still.
I'm gonna go DJ Moore as well, right? We always talk about New England shutting down someone, but CMC is back. So if they have to shut down CMC, it opens up DJ Moore a little bit. But I don't think you're crazy per se for thinking about Tony over DJ Moore. I just wouldn't do it.
I'm not going to wax eloquently on this, but Bob, you're wearing all your Giant shit, and I look at it every single Sunday, and I got to say, have some faith in your boy, Tony.
That's why he's got the Galladay
Tony.
shirt hanging up back there. Galladay's back this week.
How many games has he played for the Giants?
Like 2.5.
Yeah, exactly. So is Tony. So,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Fair point.
So is Shepard, so is Slayton.
We got Claypool or Freeman. Rapid fire, boys. Claypool or Freeman?
Claypool.
Kadarius Toney, Landry, DJ Moore, or Beasley, 2 out of the 4.
Moore and Beasley.
Moore and Landry.
I'm going to go Landry, Toney. We're all over the park right now. Pick 2. Well, I get you. Claypool, Freeman, Bateman.
We're picking 2 out of these 3? Claypool, Bateman.
So.
Claypool, Bateman.
Claypool 1, Bateman 2. Tony Rizzoli coming in hot. Tannehill, Danny Dime Bags. Or I know what you did with your cousin, Kirk Cousins. Jesus Christ.
I actually played baseball with Kirk Cousins' cousin. And that's it. Look it up. Jake Cousins. He plays for the Milwaukee Brewers now. He's a relief pitcher. Had a good playoff run. Had actually a really great year.
Holy shit.
But knowing his cousin, I don't know what he did with his cousin.
That's our second Brewers reference. Just want to go on record.
I don't think I've ever had a more audible laugh than Jordan's 2 revelations today. He's talking about choking out Dallas Goedert, and then he's talking about I played with Kirk Cousins' cousin. It's unbelievable. All right. This QB situation is vomitous. It is. T-shirt or Bateman. All right, let's just start with the first. Danny Dimes or Cousins. We'll go to you first, Jordan.
For me, it's Cousins.
Cousins on that. Now, T. Higgins or Bateman. I'm going T. Higgins.
I'm going Higgins as well.
All right, we got Lemonhead Hoosie. I love lemon heads, man. Underrated candy. AP or Devonta Freeman? I'm going AP.
It's easy for me. It's AP.
The reason I hesitate is like we know Devonte's role. We know what the work that Freeman's going to get. We're assuming that AP gets the goal line work. But yeah, I'll go AP.
Real stuff from Driftcat here. He appreciates what we do. Good luck, guys. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate everybody out there. We really love the support. Well, we got one here. Devonte Williams, Hyde, or McNichols? I'm going to go Devonte here. Jordan?
Yeah, McNichols for me.
I like Devontae's matchup today. Let's say he gets lucky. Devonte.
Waivers not worth a mention for RBs, Deontay Freeman, or Anthony McFarland over Lindsey, basically. Listen, bud. Your waivers are your waivers. I don't know what's out there. I would love to, though. Get me in there. Are we going to start Brissett, Jones, or Carr? Bob?
Go ahead, Derek Carr. I think if you have a nice day.
I'll go Jones.
I'm going to go Derek Carr. I feel pretty good about that. Start 2 in a PPR. Boston Scott, Javonte Williams, Bateman, Rondale Moore, or Tajay Sharp making his first appearance on Fantasy Focused Live. Jordan?
Scott and Bateman for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Scott and Bateman.
I'm going to go Scott and Javonte. Want to see what they have. Well, that's about it, folks. We're going to go ahead and wrap up. Appreciate all the love and support. Sky, sign us off, my friend.
Thank you, everybody. Happy week 9. Wish everyone the best of luck. If you have any afternoon questions, feel free to DM any of us on our personal Twitter handles. We can get at you and help you out the best that we possibly can. Good luck with all of the CMC, Kyler Murray, Nuke Hopkins situations. We got our Twitter handles right here on the screen. Bucks the 59, J Della Valley 7, Bobby Lamarco, and Sky Guasco. Feel free to hit us up with any last-minute start sits. We'll catch you next week once again every single Sunday right here on the Sunday Live show with yours truly, the Fantasy Focus crew and the TCK Potters. We'll catch you next time, y'all. Good luck in week 9.